Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Welcome to the One Lane Road podcast. Guest in the house tonight, James
back.
Hatcher. We're back. How's everybody? We've been working on a building today.
Yeah, James.
Stretch, but yes.
Which part of the we been working on a building or the working on the building?
He was out there the whole time.
Yeah, I said the working part on the building.
He was out there the whole time. He gave some effort.
Well, good
Damn. James is a good friend. Much crap as I give him, James is a good friend.
I like to hear him say that. I like to hear him say that whenever you're here because that's not what he says about you.
I know. Well, I don't
when
know
you're
because
not.
I don't usually listen. So.
Well, I'll tell you
give
later.
me some crap.
I every now and then, but
Yeah.
you know, we give everybody.
Well, what
crap
did you do
every
on the building today? What's the plans for the building?
Well, we're gonna hang out in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my sanctuary.
Yeah.
I don't think so, James, because you noticed who all came out and made appearances while we were building today.
All the family.
No one. Lindsay.
The
Lindsay
whole-
and the kids.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that lives there that I'm trying to get away from.
Come out to the building today.
Mhm.
Speaking of buildings that you've been building, boy, you put up a big one for my old buddy Jason Coons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we're not done.
Yeah.
We've been swamped.
That jib crane's a monster, ain't it? Big old long thing, 14 foot.
Not really. We carried it over there by hand.
Oh yeah, but I mean that 14-foot stretch is a lot.
You know,
for
seeing
jib crane.
something like that, I would have assumed that it would hold a lot more weight than it
They
does.
don't.
And they, yeah.
They don't
after
hold that
reading
much.
on it, they don't. And
I put in one time that was like a 7-ton jib crane, and it had a base that was 8 foot deep, 10 foot wide by 10 foot. So it was, that was a concrete base that you had to bolt it to. It takes a lot to hold one down. But that being said, you've got 40 by 100 foot of rebar holding that one down. Realistically,
Yes, yeah, it's done right.
you got to think though.
His
500
house
pounds.
will come down before that building will.
Yeah, 500 pounds, 14 foot away from the thing, 7,000 pounds of torque putting on the base there. So that's a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm. I'd never seen one of those before.
You never seen a jib crane?
I'd never seen one. I wasn't even sure exactly what we was doing. He said, "Just set that thing up," and I was like, "I need to come investigate."
Yeah, well, that's good. Speaking of Coons,
Coons.
went and watched Wade play football Friday night.
You did?
5-0
You got out of the house?
against Gordonsville. Yeah,
Look at you.
they beat Gordonsville by 29 points Friday night. I mean,
got a
I wanted to
squad.
go see that, and I couldn't get away.
oh man, they got a squad.
Well, how'd he do?
Wade, he's a monster.
What
Wade's a
position does he
monster.
play?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I can tell you where he stands.
Shooting guard, I think you said.
Yeah. As far as I know, he plays,
Center field.
center field. Something. I don't know. He didn't have a glove on, so I don't know what it was.
He is a beast, though. It's all that Hickman fitness
I,
clanging and banging in the basement here.
he was wrestling with this number 44 out there the whole time. 44 was from Gordonsville. I don't know who he was, but he's taller than Wade. They've got a video of him. Wade's about, 4 foot, 5 foot back from the line of scrimmage. As soon as the ball snaps, he comes trucking in and just smashes this guy, rolls him over, and runs right through him. I was like, yay. Yay, Wade.
Did you have a sign?
No, but I'm wanting to get a shirt made.
Get one of those
This
big
is
giant
Wade.
heads, one of those big giant head cutouts, and just hold it up.
I don't know if you've met me and Wade or not, but those are real life size for me and Wade.
I mean, I've seen both of y'all, not necessarily together because they're
For
not
Wade-
big enough, but yes.
For Wade and I, big head signs are real life size, full scale.
Glad you said
That's
that.
just-
You've been mad at me.
That's just us. No, I don't know. It's just one of the things we live with. But I don't know. I might get his face on a shirt. Wear it.
Yeah, like a 1990 country's theme shirt, just a face.
Yeah.
A lot of 1990s on this episode later on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to it later, but life's been getting in the way.
Of
We're all-
podcasting.
podcast. Lucas forgot about the conversation we had the week before when I was going to the Titans game. Remember, I wasn't in Cleveland. I wasn't. The first week you had me going to Cleveland.
You're right.
In a 2-hour span.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, you was leaving to go to Cleveland.
And I said, no, but I'll be at the home game the next week.
And I forgot.
Yeah, it's all right. I was just kind of like, wasn't thinking about it. I was cleared for
takeoff.
Fandom that day, and you said podcast. I said, yeah.
Ain't going to happen.
But you said, and I did think about doing the late night edition.
Whenever I sent that, so Tuesday night, 6:30, LOL, was thinking he's going to drink a lot of beer at the Titans game and ain't going to be in any shape to come back.
No, I didn't drink any.
Huh.
Didn't drink any.
You could have come back and said, no, I'll be there for tonight.
Oh.
And I'd have said, okay.
Well, I was going to, but then what happened was the Titans lost, and I was pissed. I was pissed until Tuesday at 6:30.
Right.
Then what happened again, they played it Thursday at 7:30, and I was pissed again. I've actually been pissed. So I'm glad they played Thursday because my Sunday's not ruined by the Titans. Forever mediocrity.
Yeah. You remember when we were talking and you said that if they beat the Browns?
Yeah.
They'll say, it's bad about the Browns.
Yeah.
Not good about the Titans.
Yeah.
I believe that's wholeheartedly because they'll turn around and lose to a team that they should beat.
Like forever existence of the Titans. That's what they do. Last year they beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. They'll beat a team that they shouldn't have any chance whatsoever of beating.
Like the two teams in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Beat them both last year. They lost to the Bills.
And then Gordonsville beat them.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. If they were not supposed to win. Yeah. If they were supposed to win. They've been doing it to me for years. Like I was telling James, we were messing around today at the building. Said, actually, we didn't mess around. But, but you never know.
You get your new building.
Somebody might have whatever you got to do to get it, right? Before the season started, I said they can finish first, they can finish last. That division's wide open. So then, right after that, Andrew Luck retires.
Mm-hmm.
The Jags quarterback hurts his shoulder. Well, it's the Titans division, right? Them are the Texans. Then they come out and just crap the bed against the Colts. I'd like to think my biggest rival, who I can't beat, whose quarterback that I can't beat, just retired. You've got a full house at home for your home opener. You're just coming off beating a team in Cleveland you're not supposed to beat. You're retiring the numbers of the two biggest stars in the history of the franchise, Steve McNair and Eddie George. The crowd is fired up. You would think they'd come out with just a little passion last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most boring, miserable bunch of football I've ever seen in my life, and they still had a chance to win it with a minute and a half left, and they didn't. The only good thing coming out of that game is I've been selling the hell out of those Steve McNair and Eddie George flags on eBay. I grabbed up as many as I could coming in the entrance and been selling them. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Getting free flags and selling them for $20 on eBay.
Well, you need to make up for that shit show that you go and watch every now and again somehow.
That's right.
I got something else we want to talk about because we talked about it so much on the last podcast is Antonio Brown. He did not have a long tenure with the Patriots, did he? What, did he get to play one game?
11 days.
I seen somebody today on a meme that said, boy, Antonio Brown took the Madden curse to a whole nother level.
Yeah. So I read somewhere that his first $30 million, he had a $30 million contract that he was going to make. Then he had a $15 million contract with the Patriots with a $9 million signing bonus, and that if he didn't get to make all that money, his year went from a possible $30 million to $158,000 over the course of 14 days.
And he's complaining, saying the Players Association is going to make them pay that, and they're not, because they showed the part in the contract that basically negated his whole contract. And the Patriots, knowing what's up, protecting themselves, literally put language in there saying if he embarrassed the club or the players in any way that they could void all of it. And I mean, he clearly has. What
was it that he did to get released from the Patriots?
I don't know what the final straw was. I think it was just all the investigations.
No, that accuser, the girl that's accused of the big one, accused of fooling around with him and forcing himself on her
while she was asleep.
He was alleging he was sitting there threatening emails or texts again this week.
Oh, yeah, he had been told not to contact her, and he wouldn't quit.
Well, I mean, for $15 million, you'd probably stay the hell off the computer. That's just me. I don't know.
Who emails?
He
Who
probably,
emails?
You think he used a computer to get a hold of her?
I don't know. You probably
I don't think he knows how to turn on a computer.
you think that was somebody else doing it for him, or you think it's all cell phone?
Cell phone.
It's emailing though.
You know
Who emails?
Somebody. It doesn't really matter how famous you are. Some of these guys need a handler. If you're going to put that much money into somebody, get them a handler. Get somebody to go. Look, just if you're having a thought that maybe you got to do something a little reckless, run it past me.
I feel like that guy wouldn't have been there about the time she was falling asleep and Antonio Brown was getting naked, though. I just feel like he wouldn't have been there.
The best part.
But he might have been there prior to the email this last week.
Yeah, no, he might would have stopped that one. But.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's just get somebody to go. If you're thinking about sending an email that maybe you're a little agitated at, run that past me before you hit send. I don't know.
When he shows
it, stupid.
Then there's a second girl that's come out.
You can't beat stupid either. It's gonna win every time.
There was a girl that came out. She was an artist, and he bought a painting off of her. Then he liked her so well that he let her come to his house and do a mural of himself. Because why wouldn't you want a mural of yourself in your own home?
Right. In case you forget what you look like.
Do you have one of those, DK?
Oh, I guarantee you, there's one in there somewhere.
It's not a mural. I have a canvas of myself, but not a mural. I don't think it's
not permanently on the wall. It could be taken down at some point.
Are you posing in little to nothing?
I don't think a 24 by 36 is large enough to be considered a mural by any stretch.
I mean,
is the rest of your family in this? Because if they're not,
no, absolutely not. That's not a mural. If those people are come taking my spotlight, no,
it's not of you. Then
a mural is of me.
Actually, that's not what a mural is, but
But it's going to be
when you have the one that is going to be in your building.
They say Vince McMahon has a mural of just himself in his house.
Oh, yeah. For sure he does. Trump does. McMahon does. Those guys do.
I'm actually in mine, I have a Shaquille O'Neal Lakers jersey on with nothing but high-top Converse.
I would suspect that in your picture, you and Shaq are the same height. Is that right? When you had both of y'all drawn, did you have you both drawn at the same height?
He's not in the picture with me. It's me in a Shaq jersey.
He
took it somewhere else.
Shaq had just left that particular bedroom. Dustin's still wearing his clothes.
Oh.
I scrapped them.
Is the jersey like long though? Is it like too long?
Yes. I have that and Converse on.
Mm-hmm. Every jersey is too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I scrapped the one where he was going to be standing there holding me in the fetal position while I have the extra long dress.
Yeah. Holding you like the baby.
Yeah.
Rocking you. The mural, the painting of you actually rocks side to side.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those as you walk past it, it changes to where it looks like you're rocking.
That's the one I've really had in mind. So that's what's in my house. Yeah.
I like it.
It's going to be converted over to the hangout building, though.
You're going to cut that part of the wall out.
My family doesn't like seeing it.
Yeah. I saw your baby today.
Yeah. And what's up? Lindsay said you were buying like $15 worth of junk food.
No.
Chips?
I bought lunch for the family. Sandwiches and chips. Bologna sandwiches and chips.
Well, that's why you don't listen to a woman.
Was that bologna pickled?
No. I was at Melvin's.
It's a shame.
How do you spend $15
at Melvin's?
On sandwiches,
like a socket wrench. You're buying a socket wrench from the hardware store,
gas station.
I've never spent
from the hardware food store.
I've never spent $15 in my life at Melvin's.
And two, why was Lindsay paying that much attention to what I was buying?
Nosy, because she's a woman. I told her, I was like, if you ever see him eating something fattening, let me know.
That's what I thought.
What's the most you think you've ever spent on a meal at Melvin's?
Oh, what, $1.85 for a sandwich? And
you got to exclude pizza there.
Yeah.
You got to exclude a pizza.
That depends on the time of the day.
Yeah, the pizza is a little more.
Less than $5.
I start to say, we probably get a pizza every week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't want to cook.
Oh, yeah.
I'm driving out and get pizza. It's just as cheap as what I cook usually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
it is. I mean, $10
I can't,
for a pizza. I can't. When I cook a meal, it's going to cost us about $10.
I can't cook for less than that. They say that you cook a bunch and then it's cheaper. Not when I do it.
Well, it is if you go eat out for a family, and normally for a family to eat out, it's $25 to $45.
Yeah, the McDonald's dollar menu.
I said $25 to $45.
25's on the low end.
If you break 45 on the dollar menu, you need to go back home.
If you break 25 on the dollar menu,
it was a joke.
You're in a bind.
Well, that was being facetious. You stupid shit. You
Wait, what does that mean?
You dumb shits. We went out to, hey, by the way, today's my anniversary. 7 years ago today we got married. Bam.
Happy anniversary. Where'd you go?
Oh, yeah. Went to Mauricio's and watched a movie last night.
Mauricio's is right here.
Mauricio!
I want to get some juju beans, huh?
You
get some of that lobster bisque.
Chris, and spend $150-something.
Hell, I spent 60 at Mauricio's in Cuba.
But you know what, man? We can try to be ballers. You know, you can go out on your anniversary.
Yeah.
James can go out on his wife's birthday. Or it was your anniversary and her birthday,
both.
right?
I got everything all wrapped into one. That was sweet.
At Ruth's Chris?
No, God, no.
I went to the Mexican restaurant for Waylon's birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Waylon. I got a teenager running around the hazy now. So, James, anniversary, a birthday dinner, your anniversary dinner. Nope, nothing like the great big Mac attack posted on Facebook, just out there making it rain on Ruth Chris's steakhouse in Nashville.
Oh, Mackie did.
Just
randomly,
literally removed a week from going to Chicago and proposing. He goes to a Cubs game, proposes, and comes back and drops a honey. How they try to say that? I was trying to sound cool, but I can't. He drops a big bill up there at Ruth Chris's with Marie. And
have you ever been inside?
I've never been in one. I took
I went to Logan's once.
I took a group to from work one time on a company trip. And you go out and eat on those company trips and you go out places. And they said
on the company dollar you can go wherever the hell you want. I mean, that's how that goes. To some
extent, right? They said, let's go to Ruth's Chris. I said, listen, you want a steak? I get it. I'm gonna take you to Logan's. I'll take you to, and man, if they got a Texas Roadhouse out here somewhere, we might even stop in there. I ain't taking anybody to Ruth's Chris and dropping like a $400 bill in on my credit card and then have to turn in the receipt on it.
So was there just gonna be two of y'all?
No, there was like 6 or 8 of us.
You were gonna drop way more than $200.
I said 400.
You were gonna drop more than 400.
Well,
a steak, and this was 15 years ago. A steak alone and everything is a la carte. Steak was $75.
Oof.
Mashed potatoes were $10.
Mashed potatoes were
a la carte.
Them better be some
separate.
Them better be some of the best damn potatoes
years
ever.
Ago. Can you imagine what they're at now?
Man,
I'm pretty sure the price of potatoes went through the roof.
Carlos Huesca would tell you Jeremy Mackie's got that FedEx money.
Yeah,
I mean, baller, son.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt that FedEx pays that kind of money.
Oh, Mackie, he must be. He just
Mackie texting right now.
He said, "Can I get a call in?" And I didn't respond because I've had no service. Then I got here, and he said, "Guess not, kid." I said, "Guess we weren't good enough for you to hang with today, either." He said, "Guess not." And he sends me a picture of a bar somewhere.
That. Yeah, of course.
I didn't think they were open on Sundays.
Some of them are.
Time of day, I guess.
Now, we went down and eat at J. Alexander's. If you ever get the opportunity, if you want a better steak that's only slightly overpriced, nothing like a Ruth's Chris. Wonderful. It is for a high-end dining, wonderful experience.
What'd you call it?
J. Alexander's.
I've never heard of that.
I've heard of
There's
that.
There's a couple of them in Nashville. One of them down in Cool Springs. One of them out on West End. We've eaten there a few times. One of her favorites when we're going to spend more money than we should on a meal, but not be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
I called one of the other managers and said, "Hey, this is the first trip I've ever taken people on, and they're wanting to go eat someplace expensive." He said, "Yeah, that's fine." He said, "You're on the company dime." He said, "Just, but when you think of expensive, you got to think, where would you go normally?"
That's right. Yeah.
And he said, and go there or go like one step above that. He said, but, don't let them talk you into taking them to Ruth's Chris. And I said, that's literally where they wanted to go. He said, yeah, they'll do that to you. Don't do that. Don't do that. He said, did they give you a credit card to take? I said, no. He goes, oh, for sure. Don't do that then. And he said, there's no way you'll ever get all that back. I said,
that's what I was telling DK. I was like, this is priced similar to what Bull and Thistle was. Like, it's a little high.
Right.
But it's not like unaffordable high. Like I'm not having to get rid of a kid's college fund just for a steak.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when Mackie put it on Facebook, like that was a dick contest. That was like, I mean,
But who is he swinging
God,
with?
he
Is what
must
I'm
have been
saying.
winning, swinging one like that.
Yeah.
And we were all giving him hell, like we were commenting on, like every one of us just like
Yeah.
posting gifs of him just like
Uh-huh.
making it rain with his money, FedEx money.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're-
Well, back to your little boy. Cute little kid, man.
oh man,
I thought you were still talking about Waylon. I'm like, he's not really a little boy.
Yeah,
if he turns
13-year-old.
teenager.
13 and a few days old, month old.
13 and a 3-year-old and a 3-week-old almost.
Uh-huh.
Whew. See you in 20 years when my life's
Yeah.
normal again.
Yeah, like they'll all be out of the house in 20 years.
No.
Well, I hope.
You about said I hope not there, didn't you?
I don't know.
In 20 years, you're not going to know how to do anything else but to have kids in the house.
Well, we'll have other things. I'll probably have grandkids in the house, you know?
Yeah.
So, from Waylon, at least, hope the other two don't have any. I don't know, man.
Bayless be 23. It wouldn't really be that big of a deal.
I already had a kid at 23.
Exactly.
About right on the dot, I guess, 22, 23. Whenever I didn't.
You'll have grandkids in the house you'll be taking care of
Yeah, probably.
while your kids go to college.
We'll see. We'll see how I may get hit by a car when I leave here and not see 20 years. You never know. Realistic. Didn't mean to bring down I was just trying to be silly.
Yeah.
It's not really funny though, is it?
We
No.
rode with you. We know it's possible.
I mean, it's going to be such a slow speed crash whenever you do it, though.
You say I go slow, but I don't go slow. James was pulling out behind me
I
while
drive
ago.
super slow.
Oh,
so I had
God.
no room to talk.
I pulled out. I was on the 52, and he was pulling out of Domer's Road, whatever that's actually called. I don't even know this.
My fastest way to Lucas's.
Yeah.
And what is the name of that road? It's not Drag Strip,
It's
really.
Mac Bean on one end, and I think
Drag strip on the other one,
Though.
yeah.
It is actually
It
called
depends
Drag
on if you're in
Strip.
Macon County or Clay County.
Yeah.
Huh.
Also, Nimrod, depending on which end you're on, is NIMM on one end and NIM on the other one, depending on
I'd say that was a sign issue.
whichever end you're on. If you come off of the vocational school side, it has 2 M's, and if you come off the 52 side, it has 1 M.
No wonder I've been so confused about that when I always type it when I tell somebody
Yeah.
where I'm at.
He told me he was
Yeah.
on Nimrod. I said, yeah, so you're getting out of the shower, right?
yeah,
It's
that's exactly right.
Usually the case.
I was coming up 52 the other day, and in my white truck, first, I don't drive that white truck fast at all. I don't drive the black one fast, but the white one goes 35, 40 mile an hour all the time. And I thought people were flying. I thought, man, people have got to be in a hurry to get somewhere, so I pulled off. And I took off again. Somebody ran up behind me again, and I thought, I don't know what is going on today. And I looked down, I was doing like 30 mile an hour.
Jeez.
I'm that guy.
You know, Kara was riding my butt pretty hard the other day. And she goes, I've heard all these stories about DK driving slow, she said.
Uh-huh.
Because she needed to slow down. She was one of those people that I was like, all right, well, I need to be somewhere anyway, Kara. So I guess I'll put it on down the
Yeah.
speed up a little bit. I was going probably 70 through North Springs.
Oof. And then here she comes.
No, that's why I was driving
Oh,
70. I would have
yeah.
been driving 50 had she not been. I'm like, she's one of the ones I just need to pull off the side and go.
Yeah.
Or when
Go
they're-
on.
as they're-
The other day in the mountains, I got the guy that presented me with all my options.
Oh.
Whenever I pulled up to a stop sign, he leaned up in the window and gave me the arm across the window and showed me all of my options of where I could go. It's like, just do one of them, any one of them. And I had just got there. I couldn't figure out why he was so irritated that quickly. So, I sat there and waited just a minute. And then as soon as he started to take off, then I went.
I've never understood the people that it's one thing if you get there about the same time they tell you to go on.
Yeah.
I've never understood the people that were sitting there before you even started touching your brakes.
Yeah.
And then they're like waving and you on
Yeah.
through. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
go.
are you doing? Deciding which way you're turning?
Yeah, you don't know yet what's going on. But yeah, I got honked at to go on yesterday for a car in front of me turning. The car behind me honked at me to tell me to go on, and there was a car in front of me turning off the
Did
road.
you make sure there's nothing road and dust on your bumper?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. Could have been.
Where was you at the other day?
It was yesterday going down towards Gainesboro.
I've had about 3 people ask me if I thought that story was legitimate about you taking the hitchhiker. A lot of people said, did Lucas really take that hitchhiker? That's hilarious. And I said, I don't know. I'm sure. I don't think you would make it up.
Why wouldn't that be legitimate?
Because you ask them for their social security number and background check before they got in the vehicle.
I just searched him. I didn't make him give me his wallet or anything. I just searched him to make sure he didn't have a gun or anything
Yeah.
on him. But I did search him. I really did do that.
They said, "Did Lucas really do all that?" I said, "I mean, I assume."
Was
Yeah.
it a strip search?
No. He turned around. He started walking towards me and stuff. And I said, "You're gonna have to pull that shirt up, and spin around circles. Let me make sure you ain't got a gun."
Somebody that asked Lucas for a ride instead of just saying, man, I'm running late. I'm gonna head up. Lucas takes him up on the offer, then interrogates the shit out of him before he gets in
searched
his
him
vehicle.
before I let him get in my vehicle.
What would you do, James? Just say no and go on?
Oh yeah, I don't like people at all.
They looked like a nice enough young couple, but I still didn't
It
trust
was
them.
a couple.
Yeah. It was a man and his wife.
What was the backstory? Like why?
They just walked up in the parking lot of the gym that I was leaving.
Why did they need a ride?
Their car broke down.
Did you see a car broke down there?
I did. I did see a car
That
broke
helps. That
Yeah.
helps a lot.
After
There was a car that they pointed at
Yeah.
that was like right over there.
yeah.
No. After Lucas said, well, the only thing possible is if you broke down over here, then they
That-
pointed at a car.
Yeah, then they said the car was over there. So there was a car broke down.
Okay. Well, that's a little better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got it. They got in. I told them, I said, look, let's just everybody sit real still. Don't make any movements. And we're going to have a nice ride right over here. And then I sat sideways in my seat and stared at the guy the whole time.
I'm not against
Psycho.
helping people. We were out riding a back road one night. Probably had a few too many drinks.
Mhm.
We picked up a hitchhiker in Pine Lick
Oof.
Now that's
That's just acting
at midnight.
pretty well asking to be murdered.
Yeah.
There was like 4 or 5 of us in the truck.
It's
so
really
he would
not-
have had to murder everyone.
it's really not uncommon for me to pick up hitchhikers. However, I'm probably going to stop doing it. That was probably my last one.
Yeah, and I would never do it with the kids in the vehicle.
Oh, God,
Like,
no, it's-
ever. That's
I'm
too
sure
much.
every hitchhiker just let out a sigh of relief that you're not picking anybody else up.
I picked one up. I picked one up coming to your house one day and drove him past your house and dropped him off, and then turned around and come back to your house. And because I thought I don't really want him messing it around at Dustin's or Rick's, so I drove him past your house and dropped him off, and then I come back. But he was so nervous the whole time he was in the vehicle with me. He said, "I left all my weapons on the back of your truck in that bag." I said, "Well, that's why I asked you not to bring the bag into the vehicle." He goes, "Are we cool? Is everything cool?" I said, "Yeah, man, I'm good." He goes, "Okay, you're just making me a little nervous." I said, "No, we're good. We're good."
Yeah, I'd say after you ask him 27 questions, he's probably like, "Is this guy going to kill me?"
Yeah, I was. Whenever that couple got out of the vehicle, they literally walked over and hugged each other like we made
Like
it.
they had survived
Like they got through something.
Can we go back to the bag of weapons like that was commonplace? Like what was he packing? Nunchucks?
I
Or
don't know.
What was in the bag of?
I had a gun in like
I
under
hope
my
it was a
leg. So
machete.
yeah,
I mean, I'm just curious. Who says, "Hey, man, my bag of weapons.
Yeah.
My murdering tools are back there in this bag."
well, I think he could tell that I was kind of concerned as to whether or not he was carrying weapons, and I had a weapon under my leg.
Where'd
so,
you pick him up at?
at the end of NIMM Road.
Not double M.
Vocational in.
Yeah, the vocational.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Because I always think when I type Nimrod at this end, I'm thinking, does that look right? Then I get to the end, I'm like, shit, I misspelled it. It is 2 M's. I thought
Yeah.
it was 2 M's. Why did I think 3 minutes ago it was only one?
Because
it is only
it
one.
was the only one. Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense. It makes 30 years worth of sense
Yeah.
now.
yeah. I'm probably
Really?
going to stop picking people up. But yeah, that story is true for anybody that wondered. That all that was true.
They were concerned. A lot of people were
a, lot
concerned.
of, a lot of people are concerned about that situation. I'm probably just going to stop doing it.
You can't do it anymore
I can't do it anymore.
as a whole. Like to report something. This is pretty well solely, you guys both have seen it. James Rinks especially, he was always a big supporter of this. One of my alter egos died yesterday
Oh yeah.
from about 10 years ago. I had to finally throw away the groping granny costume.
Oh
It
yeah.
hurts my heart with Halloween just around the corner. I've held on to it. It's been very many different variations. I won Woolly Bully's sexiest that year.
Now, why'd you have to throw it away?
It was just time.
It's just time to let her
It
go.
was time, Lucas.
Granny's.
When your boobs looks like the costumes, it's time to not.
When you don't have to put the underclothes on anymore,
You
or when
know,
you need the underclothes now.
I don't have a bush like that. What are you talking about?
Halloween season, you can grow it.
Had to put her down, huh?
So anybody go back and anybody that don't know this, about 10 years ago, we all had the Halloween parties. We'd dress up, and this granny suit was a full body suit with saggy boobs, everything else, and it had like a gown over the top of it, had a wig, all that. Had a good time at it. We had actually James had the big Halloween party at my house. That's your cue.
Oh yeah, probably the most fun party ever.
It was a good one. And then a couple years later, they invited us out to Woolies, and they're like, we weren't going to go out. They're like, oh, just wear the granny suit. But it seemed like I'd put on some weight, and
maybe Granny didn't fit much anymore.
well, the wig had been pulled out. I pulled my bun out the first night of the party. The hair was long and flowing, and then the gown was a little tight. The suit still fit, but the gown for some reason was tight. So I really revamped the granny suit that night. I went and got me a new gown that you can flash with. Got some new house slippers that moved so well on the dance floor. Got a cane. I got some reading glasses.
Yeah.
Really put in some work on that second granny outfit.
Yeah.
And went out to Woolly Bullies and won sexiest. I mean, these girls are out here. You know how girls, I didn't say this, guys, and for any women that listen, I apologize. It's not me saying it.
Feminism.
That's the one day of the year they can dress to be sleuths.
Yeah.
And get away with it, right?
Well,
nobody judges them.
Just a costume.
Just a costume. I'm not really a police officer when I dress up. You're not really a slut if you dress like one on Halloween. I mean, it's a costume.
Just a costume.
So here they all are. These girls looking like dimes, and I'm out there in the groping granny costume. Went away with $250, winning sexiest. They were pissed, as very well they should be. It's all about the presentation.
You gotta have confidence when you go out there.
And I had it.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Why don't you dress up as MC Cool Flav this year?
I wouldn't want to take your Flavor Flav gimmick. Only one person. I don't slow rap read as well as you. That kind of comes with it, but it's a Rinks. Yeah, it's
gone, buddy.
It's gone. I took a picture. There it is in the heap.
Oof.
It's in Whitleyville trash dumpster now.
Bam.
I'm gonna tweet that picture to Rinks.
Did you tweet a picture of us the other day?
From something.
Yeah. Kara showed me something. I don't remember what it was.
Was it our little kid picture?
Maybe a little kid picture.
Yeah, I've had those saved on my phone for like 3 months.
Now, what was the post you made there?
I just said it was class favorite pictures. Is what it was. It was a class favorite post, and I said we've been lovable characters for a long time.
We have been.
Yeah.
Lovable little guys.
What's up with Cindy Fox not posing with you though? Why did y'all? Was somebody sick on picture day?
She was. She was out on picture day.
Suck it up, Cindy.
Yeah, I mean,
pictures to take.
Come to school.
Come to school. If you miss the rest of the week, it's fine.
She wasn't there. You remember when you got to graduation and you didn't realize that there was an award given out for people that was at school all the time, and then you didn't realize that some people were at school all the time, never missed a day. Did you get that award? I was thinking that you did for some reason. You never missed a day, did you?
The only day I missed, kindergarten through 12th grade, and it wasn't really a day missed. I was getting on the bus, busted my jaw on the bus step, and had to go get it sewed up.
Really?
That was
awesome.
it. K through 12. I never missed. No.
Did you miss?
That was not allowed in our household.
Yeah, absolutely. I miss.
Yeah.
Miss. Dustin signed out at lunch to go right around the square, so to speak.
I don't think that happened. I didn't do that, did I?
I don't know. That's Casey Hagan.
Did I go with Casey Hagan?
I don't know. I'm making all this up.
I thought
you did because you were slightly a hoodlum.
No, I wasn't.
Slightly.
I said slightly.
Yeah. I'll go with slightly. I'll be with you on that one.
Okay. But I don't think I've done that, though. I was always at school.
I remember Daniel Collins. Nobody really even knew that anybody in our class hadn't missed. And then Daniel got an award for it whenever we got there. He was like, yeah, whenever y'all were out, I was here.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, yeah, just because I wasn't there didn't mean everybody else wasn't either. It's more of my self-centered nature coming through, I guess.
I never laid out. I didn't go skip school. So if I went out at lunch, I'm glad you're making that up because I don't remember it. I was.
It's the first time he's done.
I'm not saying you didn't do it. I just I'm assuming
It's
you
the
did
first time.
something like that.
It's the first time he's done this show. He doesn't know how to do it yet.
I like lunch entirely too much. Just skip
Yeah,
it.
after lunch, maybe.
Yeah.
Remember those stupid little vegetable sticks we used to get?
I
Those are
hated
pretty
those.
good.
I loved them so much. Them stupid little things. I'd have, you had 3 trays across the top. Fill them up, lunch ladies.
I hated them.
Skip everything else. Just give me them stupid little vegetable
I
sticks.
didn't think school lunch was that bad.
I
Everybody
didn't either. I loved
about
it.
I'm like,
Them little rectangular pizzas, I'd eat the shit out of them.
yeah, everybody liked those.
Give me some of them.
No, I'd still eat those. I actually, Tutco.
They do. They're called Tostinos.
Yeah, basically. Tutco's got a catering company that works there, and I said, "Can y'all get breakfast pizza or not?" I mean,
What are we doing here?
and they come in with these like slices of pizza. I'm like, no. Did you not go to school to Herman Springs like everybody else? It's not what it is.
That's not just a Herman Springs thing.
No, I
I
know.
There's lots of schools had that.
I didn't go to any other shithole around here. Just Herman Springs. I love Herman Springs forever and ever. We got a lot on this list. So I guess we probably need to get into the gist of it.
Let's get into it. I just want to go back real quick.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Clay County, 5-0
Heck yeah.
right now. Got a good chance at going at least 7-0, maybe 10-0 this year. They have some hard games coming up.
Who's next on their slate?
Let's see. Westmoreland is coming up next
I think
Look at the
about
kid.
that.
at Westmoreland.
Look at the kid.
And I forget who's after that. One game at a time is all I've really got enough to remember. But Westmoreland's coming up this coming Friday at Westmoreland. Be a hard game. I think they'll do good, though. They had a real good first run. I mean, hammered Gordonsville on their first run. And then from then till they never got behind, but from then till half, it kind of got a little lackadaisical. But boy, they come out after halftime and just crushed them. 29, beat them by 29 points, 35-6.
How many women did you see there that had cute little shirts on that had sayings on it?
I didn't even go in the stands.
Where does that come from? What does that mean?
Because it's actually on my list as well.
We walked in the front end. We stood there and watched them walk out for the homecoming. And then I walked to the far other end and sat with Jason and watched the game. Never got in the stands.
The reason I ask is because women, now that, I don't know what women ever done without having their initials put on stuff, monogram, the KH, whatever letters. They always put the middle, the last name in the middle, then have what's Kara's middle name?
Danielle.
Yeah, I thought so. Lindsay's middle name, Danielle.
Yeah, no.
Probably the only thing they got in common. So it would say KDH in the middle. What do women ever do before that? What do we ever do without TriStar anything telling us we're from Tennessee?
I believe it says KHD is what you're trying to go for there, but
Yeah, I said KD, then with H in the middle.
okay.
They can't see you pointing.
Yeah.
They don't have to without KD and H in the middle.
I don't
Do
think
they?
you said the H in the middle, but anyway.
Absolutely did.
Anyway, finish your story.
Rewind if you're so confident.
Anyway,
Whatever you want to do.
finish your
Anyway,
story.
but these damn women come to ball games now. Whatever happened to mom just wearing, I don't know, regular clothes when we were growing up? Now every woman's got a shirt that says tailgates and bonfires, because it's fall, y'all. You know what my favorite season is? Fall. You know what I hate about it? It's fall, y'all. It's like when women in the wintertime, oh, baby, it's cold outside. Get something new. Everybody that's a woman says it's fall, y'all. They got their decorations on their porch. Hashtag it's fall, y'all. Got their coffee with their little
Pumpkin spice. Ooh, it's nice.
And hashtag it's fall, y'all. Get original.
I wish, the only reason I wish I still had social media was to post pictures.
Just to troll me.
Just to troll you. I would have dog bomb and it's fall, y'all. And,
If you'd stay off that crap, it wouldn't get on your nerves as bad.
oh, boy, isn't that the truth?
But who gets on it just as much as I do?
Everybody.
You do. You say you do.
I don't have an Instagram that I use. There's one
Okay.
there, but I don't
I
use
like it. Okay.
I only use Twitter during
I
football
like
season
it.
to find out if
I'm
the players
just
are
saying.
playing.
I just
Hey,
want
she
people
showed me her
to get,
boobies and I like them too.
I just want people to get a little creative. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a dumbass. Maybe I'm just finding stuff that's annoying.
Maybe you're just finding stuff to get mad at.
Maybe I'm just old. But
Yeah.
it's just I do.
Do you stand on the porch and holler at kids, tell them to get off your grass?
No, because I live on a mountain.
Good looking man getting up there to the grass.
Come up here and stand on my grass. Now get off my grass.
I don't know. Lindsay had a shirt on the other day. We went to Wayland's football game. I looked over and it had words all over it. And I said, she was not my
There
shirt.
it
And I
is.
said, it's got.
There's the thing, James.
I said, there's a paragraph on there. There's a paragraph. I'm not reading all that. It said football and.
This wasn't about other women. This was about Lindsay.
They all
about
do.
Lindsay and him being made to read that damn book in first grade and still not wanting to do it.
There's so
Yeah.
many women that do it. Like, she'll have pictures screenshot on her phone, and I'm like, what's this one? Well, I just thought they would look cute if somebody made it for me. And that her friend has a shirt maker. Like, she makes shirts, so it's never ending. Like, their kids have shirts. I'm like, they're boys. Stop making them shirts that have little cute sayings on it.
You think they could make me one with Wade Coons' face on it?
Oh, absolutely. I can get you your number. Not a bad idea. She's actually the one we're talking about getting make the new podcast shirts. I'm gonna get one with Fraley's face when he used to party on it. We've talked about it for years.
Why would anybody want to party?
Why does anybody? Or actually, he came up with a new saying the other day. He texted me and said, "Fun is fun."
Fun is fun. Fun is fun, Fraley.
40 going on 5.
Yeah.
Cool saying, Fraley.
Fun is fun.
They must have said on an episode of Fraggle Rocks that he watched or something. Anyway, yeah, just get fun is fun with Fraley's face on it. Then
My allergies are rocking right now, so.
You sound better than you thought.
Yeah. I literally couldn't speak this morning whenever you texted me the first thing.
That would have been a joy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so you'd be sitting there talking to yourself.
I want to get
Which is what he does
fucker.
anyway. Yeah. He kind of does that anyway. Let's get started, DK.
Let's do it.
Get in
Oh,
this
was
list.
that not on the list?
No.
Oh,
Well,
you was just
what it
randomly
was-
going off about
So,
something.
well,
What you wrote
yeah.
down.
Well, it was them. I always have a list and I have notes. That's on the notes.
Who's in the notes?
Here's just something else
Also-
to go off about.
All right, I
Does
wanna hear
Lindsay have 5,000 signs with random little sayings on them
Welcome,
in your house?
Welcome, y'all. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
They're annoying, and I'm tired of hanging the damn thing.
My father lives in an 864 square foot house, and after he moved out, when my mother passed away, lives in his old store building he remodeled. You know what everybody buys my dad's girlfriend? Signs. You know what they're running out of?
Room.
Freaking rooms. Stop it with
Yes,
all your
no
stupid
place
ass
to hang
saying.
'em.
Home. No shit. It's home. We're no. Welcome.
Kitchen.
Yeah. Eating place. Or whatever it says. Yes, James.
Kara brought in one that said Clay County.
Like, one or two looks nice.
It can. Kara brought in one that
30
said
is awful.
Clay County. And she said, let's put it over the door.
Tell them
I
about
said,
it.
Isn't that a little on the nose?
Tell them about it.
She said, what do you mean? I said, well, you're walking out the door and the sign says you're walking out into Clay County. Isn't that a little on the nose about this sign? She said, I thought it would be cute. I said, okay, we'll hang it. So the sign is above the door. And to me, it's just a little too on the nose.
You know what would have been accurate for here? Smell the chicken shit. That would have been more on the nose or in the nose. You walk out your
In the
door,
nose.
and that's all you get for 3 miles down this area, thanks to the Hickmans and
A bunch of other people don't name anybody else's names. That's fine. It's chicken litter spreading season.
all
right
the
now.
time. It feels like all
right
the time.
now, yeah.
In the mouth too.
Yeah. in my mouth too.
Oh man, that's something we can talk about from the 90s, 2000s.
Let's get started.
Disco ass. Hey, do you have a VCR still?
No, gosh.
Do you want one?
No.
Lindsay made
I
fun of me
want
yesterday.
less. I want less
Well,
things.
the reason being, we went through a bunch of stuff that we transferred from storage to our outbuilding, and we were throwing a bunch of stuff away yesterday. I ran up on, and yes, go ahead and give me hell. I ran up on so many VHS tapes I can't get rid of.
Why?
Though I'll never watch them.
Why can't you get rid of it?
Lindsay said,
Have you met streaming?
"You know what you can't stream? Game 3 of the 2001 finals."
Have you watched Hoarders?
No, James.
Why would you watch Game 3 of the 2001 finals when literally it has, 1, no bearing on anything new, 2, none of those players are in the league anymore,
you know why?
and 3, you already know the outcome.
I do know it, but you know what? I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. You know what I'm never going to enjoy with the Tennessee Titans? Anything of relevance.
Championship.
Anything of relevance. Okay? The Titans are stuck in mediocrity for as long as I live. I'm cursed by my team being a mediocre shit show. Mediocre.
Yeah.
I was trying to say mediocrity. I was somewhere in the middle because I'm having a meltdown over here, okay?
So my thing is, that's just where we're at now. That's just what we have now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody ever
That's
feels-
just where we're at.
Well, that's why I have to watch YouTube all the time, and I can watch up Shaquille O'Neal 2001 highlights. But guess what? I've got them all on tape. I've got everything. You know what I said?
You're never going to watch them though.
If I had a VCR, I would.
Oh, you
Lindsay
would.
said, "Dustin, we don't own a VCR. They don't even make them." I said, "Yes, they do." I said, "They
I don't
make them."
think they make VCRs anymore, do they? You don't know.
I don't know, but just to make him feel better, the Packers are 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah, they
wanted
are.
to throw
Yeah.
that in there.
They'll choke in the playoffs. It's okay.
They got to get there first.
So she said, "Dustin, they don't make VCRs." I said, "Lindsay, they do. I said, just because they don't sell them at Walmart don't mean they don't make them." And she goes, "Where?" I said, "Have you ever heard of eBay?" And she said, "What makes you think that you'll ever have one?" I said, "If I work hard, I can get one."
You're going to hear some of this. You're going to hear some stupid
You
shit.
missed it. I was being funny. And
Yeah.
she laughed. My wife even loved it because I said it's so pitiful. I said, "Well, if I work hard, I can get one."
You know what's really stupid?
What?
Panasonic forehead hi-fi VCR.
Dude, they ain't cheap. I looked them up.
$93.06.
You know what they wouldn't when they were
That's
relevant?
like $15 whenever they were relevant.
I may have one somewhere.
Yeah. I wouldn't give $93 for a VCR.
No way. No, I'm pretty depressed about it really because I looked it on eBay and I couldn't even find one like 20, like maybe $30.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of the tapes.
Just throw them away.
You know what I can't?
Take them to somebody. Get them swapped over to DVD.
That'd be a small fortune. It'd be more than $93 to get all my Lakers games from 2000 to 2002. Look,
You know what would be cheaper?
What?
Tell
Throw
'em,
them
Jay.
away.
I made baby steps yesterday. I threw away some 03 and 04 games.
Uh-huh.
I think I threw away Derek Fisher's .4 game. Ugh. But that's on YouTube. But these games are not in their entirety on YouTube. I'll never get rid of it. NBA Jam Session was my very first NBA tape I ever bought. NBA Jam Session from 1993. It had songs and highlights. I'll never get rid of it.
What should he do with it, Jim?
Throw it away.
It's in a tote.
You know what you should do with that tote?
You know what people told me I should
Keep the tote. Throw away the tapes. Totes are handy.
have.
Throw that tote away, too.
People told me to
You
throw
go
away
put
that.
something else in.
People told me to throw away that Chris Webber jersey. Been sitting in the drawer since 1995, and it sold on eBay for $40.
Good point. Sell them on eBay.
I would do that.
Sell them to somebody that's got a
Because
VCR.
there's got to be some idiot out there that would
That wants
love
to
to
watch
see the Lakers
a 2001
win
Lakers
a game.
game.
Well, they were good games.
Yeah.
Champions.
They were then. I agree. Then.
I don't love nobody in the NBA.
Put it on eBay.
I can't because my
Sell it to some-
my sister's wedding on one of them.
We'll keep that one and give it to her next time you say it.
I'm sure she's got a copy at this point.
Then
Throw it away.
Well, I guess y'all just don't know what it. No, I don't guess you don't know the feeling of love like I have.
not like that.
for the 2000 Lakers.
Not of 2000 Lakers. I don't.
I threw away some episode of Cribs on there. Like there was some stuff I threw away. I threw away a Hank Jr. in the moment or whatever CMT had.
You had a VHS of some Cribs.
Shaq's. And I threw it away. But I'm not throwing the games
I
away.
forgot Shaq had a Cribs show.
One of the best ones. All right, so a couple weeks ago on the social media, we threw out a thing
Yeah.
saying anything from your childhood, which for us, all born in the
80s.
early 80s,
Yeah.
early to mid 80s. So we grew up on 80s pop culture. Also, by the time we were getting old enough, 90s. But I said, any of you younger kids that listen to the show, if you got some 2000s things, anything that hits that makes you think about your childhood, one way or another. It could be a song. It could be sports. It could be anything like school. Anything that hits your nerves growing up. So I thought. So we got a great bit of feedback. And starting off, Slim Allen says fanny packs. He loved fanny packs, and they're coming back.
He loved them.
Well, they are coming back. You see them everywhere. They were somewhere the other day. I was somewhere, and they were selling them.
Y'all talk for just a second. Hold up. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is he going to get his fanny pack?
Oh, Jesus Christ. If that big-headed son of a bitch has got
I mean,
a fanny pack.
in his defense, I own fanny packs.
You do?
I
For
do.
work?
No,
No?
for hunting. All my
Oh.
hunting stuff goes in a giant camo fanny pack.
Okay.
And that's not uncommon.
No?
But that's it. Like, I would never wear one in public. I'd wear cargo shorts and put all the shit in the cargo shorts first.
They're making a huge comeback.
Comeback. I didn't even know they were out of style. I've been wearing them the
Oh.
whole damn time.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
went away, like mullets. They went away.
Well, they better come back because I ain't getting rid of them. If they fit, I'm wearing them.
I had a Hulk Hogan one. I was 7.
Mullet or fanny pack?
Fanny pack.
Oh.
I also found a Hulk Hogan camera this week, or not this week, but like 3 weeks ago in my parents' closet. Hulk Hogan camera. It was work too.
I don't know what a Hulk Hogan camera is. Like, you're talking like
It's a camera.
35 millimeter camera?
Yep,
or
absolutely.
What was the old?
There it is.
Oh, God.
Damn. Oh, you got 2. You've got 2. You've got. He's got.
What do you put in those tiny little things?
The first one is the slim line.
Yeah, that was slim.
So is it a waist trainer or a fanny pack?
It needs to be a waist trainer. This is a running fanny pack
That don't
to
count.
put your cell phone in.
What? Oh,
That
I
don't
started to
count.
say.
Yeah.
That's not thick, gawky, and touristy looking.
I
That's
thought
not.
you were going to say
However-
you could put a water bottle in that, and I'm like, there's no way the amount of water I need to drink while running is going to fit in that pack.
However,
Now that's legit.
that's a legit fanny pack right there.
That's even leather. That's like a high. That's a high end fanny pack.
Yeah.
Like, do you use that in your dungeon?
Yeah. Yeah. Wherever I got to. Wherever I need to use it at. What about that?
Clay County people could fit so many opioids in those.
I went and bought that the other day.
Yeah,
While I was
you
in the mountains.
recently purchased this. This isn't like an
I bought
antique.
this in the mountains 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that takes a lot of luster off of it, in my opinion. That makes
I
it.
bought this in the mountains
Oh.
2-3 weeks ago.
What was your intentions when you bought it?
I wore that thing all week. That was the handiest thing I've ever had.
Did you wear white tube socks and gray
You damn,
New Balance with them?
Hey, easy
you
on the
damn
New
right I
Balance.
did.
I mean, not white New Balance. I apologize. I got the gray New Balance.
I walked into Outback Leather in Pigeon Forge. Said, y'all have fanny packs? To a woman that was in there. She goes, I said,
I
Gave
bet
her the-
she's-
gave her
I
the
bet
old-
She's never been asked that before.
I gave her the old, no, I'm serious. And she goes, you're serious? You really looking for a fanny pack? I said, yeah. Well, they're right over here, hon. I went over there and got it. I said, that's kind of badass, ain't it? She goes,
Hell yeah, it is.
she goes, I mean, I guess if you wear it with confidence, and she said, you seem like a confident kind of individual, so you could probably pull it off. Anybody could. I said, go ahead and ring that up. $17 later, I got my fanny pack.
Oh, that's worth every dime of that.
Every dime is $17.
What is that? The fucking Ruth's Chris of fanny packs?
That's the best one you can get right there. I probably
it is all leather. I mean,
I probably gave more for this one actually than I did this one, but this one's handier.
Well, that bottom one's not a fanny pack. That's just
That's for sure a fanny pack. That's
but it's the slim line. I
yeah,
just
it's a
don't-
slim
if
line
it don't
fanny
hold
pack.
anything more than a toothpick, I mean, you can't really call it a fanny
Yeah,
pack.
but that's just not a. When I
It's
think-
not this.
It's not that, and I'm
Yeah.
not even going to put it in the same class.
Right.
That deserves no wing. That one's barely at the doorsteps.
Yeah. So I'm with him. Fanny
yeah.
packs.
That's not the only fanny pack on this list.
All right.
CJ Max says things that should stay away are spiked blonde hair on
Yeah.
dudes.
Now who said that?
He had that, I'm sure.
I would say did you say CJ Mack?
Yeah. Did he have that?
He's reminiscing right there, I believe is what he was doing.
Anybody hangs out with Jimmy Campbell, I believe it.
Yeah.
And which James is to my left here.
My blonde is natural.
Your spikes wouldn't though.
No, God, no.
And
I
he,
still wear them.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was just like, I was in with James's buddies, like we hung out on Mississippi, but like I never was in. You know what I'm saying? I never was in on that group. I mean, like James, one time I saw James walk into a place with tipped up spikes and yellow flip flops. Them boys wasn't giving a shit. There's probably some girls. They had some mean girls over at that apartment. They probably just were the girls.
Just picked up,
Sadly,
picked it up,
Old
walked it back
Navy-
out.
Old Navy had flip flops for like $1 to a pair, and I bought every color they owned.
Yeah, just because you wear them don't mean you got. I mean, just because you buy them,
Yeah, I
you mean
know.
you got to wear them.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's what this list is.
one of Kara's friends, his favorite saying is, just because they make it in your size, don't mean you have to put it on.
For our fantasy football draft, I shaved down to an Aaron Rodgers porn stash and wore a cheese hat
Yeah.
It was
in
nice.
public.
Oof.
It was nice.
Oof.
And public.
Pelic.
I like how somebody listened to. When Kristen said the other day, she goes, "I wore my sleeping pants in public."
Mm.
Yeah, that's when you know you've been listening to the One Lane Road podcast.
A little
You know,
too much.
When you know
Public.
Lucas Hickman hates sleep pants in public, and I say public. Thad Johnson. Oh, sorry. Things that should come back: good country and hip hop music. That's
All All right.
Well, we beat that drum to death every week. So Thad said push pops with nerds. Now I remember push pops, but
I don't remember nerds push pop.
I googled it and it is a thing. Thad's 4 years younger than us.
Okay. Now push pops were the shit.
Push pops were all right. I never was big on the push pops.
Is that the
It's just a
ice
sucker
cream
in
one?
a tube, I'm assuming. Is that what we're talking about?
The tube, yeah, you just push up.
The tube sucker.
The tube.
Oh,
sucker.
that's not. You're not talking about the ice cream.
Of course, Thad knows that.
You're not talking about ice cream.
I am talking about ice cream.
Oh, I'm
Right?
talking about the little sucker that you put your finger up in and.
Oh,
sucker
I'm talking
comes.
about ice cream.
I'm talking about ice cream.
Like,
Yeah.
it'd be like the sherbet flavor.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Flintstone push pops.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what he said. Because that's what I looked up, and it was the nerds with the Flintstones.
Yeah, the Flintstones was the most famous. It was orange sherbets.
So what'd you say? Push pop or push up?
Push pops with nerds. Push ups for the sucker. Right?
I don't think so.
Push pop is hard candy. Push pop is hard candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the nerd? What's the thing?
What'd you say with nerds? Push pop.
Is it push ups with nerds?
I'm not sure. I can't remember what they were called. The ice cream.
That's what that's talking about, I think. They didn't put nerds on that sucker.
No, I wouldn't imagine. Because they still make the push pops, like the little push up
Yeah.
sucker thing.
Push ups with nerds. Flintstones. Yeah, it's the ice cream.
Push-ups,
Yeah,
okay.
push ups. Yeah.
You have to get it right.
Yeah, push pops were. I was thinking of the ice cream.
I was
Yeah.
was too. All right. So the next one is Matt Mayberry says Tennessee football of the 90s.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers for
Amen.
everybody that's a UT fan right now.
Yeah.
Ashley York, first comment she's ever made on any of our posts. She put $20 a month cell phone bills on my Nokia.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was ever
Switch to prepaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you could
it's
go-
$38 a month.
You could swap you could go 35 days on your bill and get a new telephone number every other month if you on them old prepaid phones.
Did y'all have Nokias? Just your
Yeah.
first cell phones?
Yeah.
Mine was the first one. I was a Nokia.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was in college.
Me either. My second year of college before I got a cell phone.
Yep.
And when I was like 17, maybe.
Mm-hmm. My house bill was
White
ridiculous.
privilege.
Yeah, that's white privilege. I've heard. You ain't from the
Can't
street.
shame me with that. I
You
don't
ain't
care.
from the street. You ain't from,
17-year-olds in 2000 having cell phones.
you ain't, we from the streets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know. You're
Yeah. Yeah. You.
Just ask me when I got a cell phone.
I see you. I see you over there.
$20 a month cell phone. She's got
All over that one. Yeah.
I miss it. 200's pretty affordable though. I mean, yeah, 200's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Kurt West is first. Yeah.
Coming in there.
Look at it. Fill up a truck on $20 to run it all week.
Ain't that the truth?
God dang.
Amen, Kurt.
Imagine if your
What
dad
kind
don't.
of gas mileage is he getting to run a truck all week on one tank?
Well, god dang, it was 1997.
We wasn't going
That
anywhere.
does not change.
We wasn't
how many
going
miles
anywhere.
per gallon you get. Actually, it was worse back then.
We weren't going anywhere then, though.
And that's probably the key.
Yeah, I mean-
That's what I use more than a tank a week
Like-
easily.
For, like right now, if I was just to do, it's 2 minutes from my house to Hermitage Springs, and then 2 minutes back, and then you might ride around 10 times, and that'd take 15 minutes. So you're using, 20 minutes worth of gas a day. You ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss that. Less than $1 a gallon gas.
Yeah, imagine if your parents hated you so bad they bought you a Cavalier. Hell, you can drive all month on that thing.
Only DK would be mad that his parents bought him a car.
No, I'm just kidding. Justin Ryan says respect and ass whippings. That's the thing. Jack in the Box and fanny packs. Even though they're
Bam.
coming back. I never was a Jack in the Box fan.
Hey, remember Jack in the Box in Cookeville closing?
Yeah.
The people in Cookeville, Jack in the Box, didn't know it was closing until they come to work that morning
Oh.
and the doors were locked.
They
And
done
they
the
couldn't
same
get
thing
in.
with Krispy Kreme here lately when they closed, didn't they?
Is that what they did to them
I think
too? Just
so.
locked the doors,
Yeah.
didn't let anybody in.
It didn't let anybody know, and then they show up to work and
There's no
they
place
don't
to
have a
work.
job.
Oof, it's a rough way to do it, I guess. Maybe the easiest way to go out with making sure all of your stuff is still intact inside the building.
Did y'all like Jack in the Box?
No, I
They
had
had cheese triangles that were good at 3 a.m.
everything else was terrible that I ever had from
Yeah.
there.
Everything you can say should be in the morning. Everything should be in the morning. Jack in the Box. Like if you're there,
Oh yeah,
if you're there at 1 p.m., weirdo. Richard Hubbard. This is a pretty cool one. Recording music off the radio onto a cassette tape.
yeah.
We all done that.
Or having or having a tape player that had 2 decks on it so you could record off of one tape onto another one to make a mixtape. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That one. My sister was big into the mixtapes. We were already up in the point where Cheryl was making our CDs for us.
Yeah.
But I know a little bit about the tape trading days.
Yeah.
You know, because you had to be like right on the spot.
Right on it.
When dude was
had to be listening to know that this song was coming up so that you could hit record on it.
When that top 40 was on. When they give just enough hint that you knew, thought number 11 was going to be your jam, you had to be right there, ready to hit record. And I don't know,
you get just a little bit of the DJs talking on it because they used to talk over the intro right there so that you couldn't get a clean edit on it.
Yeah, we were making so much money on our tape. And by God, you had to be good when you had tape players in your vehicles too. I mean, that's a lot of work. Rewinding and back forward. Back forward. Let's just listen to the last 15 seconds of this song so I don't have to skip over the next 5 seconds of the next song. Then he said having to be pretty much an electrician to hook up your Nintendo or Sega.
Yeah.
So he's pretty simple compared to now.
Well, no, now you just plug in that HDMI cable, but used to you had to get splitters and you had to have the other cable. Yeah. It's always you had to have the right splitter, to get everything in so that the signals didn't cross and there wasn't enough noise and shit. That was awful. I don't want that to come back.
Yeah, actually, I bought a Sega not too long ago off eBay. I've been on a nostalgia kick. I really have. Now, have I played it? 40 seconds probably.
Yeah.
No, I played it one game. I let Waylon play one game NBA Jam.
Yeah.
Sit there ever since. What's wrong with me?
Sometimes when you have those thoughts, you should probably just go, that was cool.
Yeah.
And leave it at that.
These things are worth money. People buy them.
I would say because you buy them, they're worth money.
Yeah. No. I just wanted a Sega.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of work to get it hooked up.
Yeah.
Leanne Mills said, good music. 90s, everything was good. Rap, country, rock, pop. Looking back at 90s, everything was good.
It was better, yeah.
Because they distinguished what they actually were.
Yeah.
They didn't try to be something they weren't.
I'll tell you what I heard the other day somebody say, which I thought was very interesting, is now, and I think it was Rob Zombie that said it, whenever he was coming up, everybody listened to everything. So there was people listening, somebody in Indiana was listening to everything from, the Bee Gees to hell, I can't name any of the songs now. But anyway, listening to everybody because you're just going to see what comes on the radio. But now you can get into your own hole and just stay in it. And so now you don't come up with some kind of unique sound that's mixed with everybody else's sound. Now everything just sounds like the lane that you've chosen. That's why I think those guys that have listened to those bands that come up and have been fans of everything from Ziggy Stardust to Marilyn Manson to everybody else, they have their own sound. A lot better.
I don't know. Maybe it's always just you look back at the area you grew up in is the best. Everything's. But there was, like James said, everybody knew if you were listening to this, that's a rock song,
right?
Because you had your rock stations here,
Yeah.
And MTV played all of this. They played the rap. They had Puffy on, and they had Biggie and stuff like that. But they also had the bands that we listened to, the rock music. Country music played country music. Like it was very well defined back then. I was thinking of some songs in the 90s. What are some songs in the 90s that you only listened to? Like they didn't make it to your iPods. Country had some corny stuff. Like we give
a lot of leeway.
We give a pass, because the stuff that we crap on now, we give a lot of the stuff like the Watermelon Crawl.
Oh yeah,
like that's so 90s, James. Watermelon Crawl and the Wink. What's it? Which one did you sing in the musical year? The Wink,
Slam Bam,
the Shake.
I don't remember the Shake.
All she's got to do is it's a Wink.
That's Wink.
That's wrong.
All she got to do is give me the Wink. How's the Shake?
Shake it to the left, shake it to the right.
Wham bam.
I've been feeling all right. That's all she got to do is just give me that Wink. That's the same.
Damn, I really wanted you to sing that.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
because I've got them so confused. But we give those passes. But there's other songs in like MTV era. I remember from the 97. Like remember the Verve Pipe, the Freshman song.
That was so big.
That was huge.
That song was so big.
And then
God, it was awful.
How about "Smells Like Sex and Candy" by Marcy Playground?
Yeah.
When's the last time you thought of either one of those songs?
Last weekend.
No shit.
I'd listen to Marcy's Playground right now.
If Jimmy and George are around, we'll sit around while we're
listen to old songs.
Sitting around drinking. Well, what we do is you get a turn and you get to play, 6-7 songs on YouTube randomly, and you got to guess who's singing them. So
fun.
it's fun. It's fun as shit to really go back, and not everything's all the way back. Some of it's new stuff, some of it's old, some of it's in the 70s. But just to see who has a real idea of who sings some of this stuff, and a lot of them nobody had a clue.
Yeah,
that freshman song was it though.
It was huge,
and we were. Well, I think we were in 7th grade. James,
you remember that?
What was the song?
It was
Freshman
by the Verve.
The Verve Pipe.
Was it the Verve Pipe?
I think. Let me Google it.
The Verve. It would have been the Verve Pipe Villains if it was anybody. Anyway, it was either the Verve or the Verve Pipe.
No idea.
Keep talking while I look this up.
Maybe Villains was the name of the album. That's pretty. I don't know.
I've never known a single album name ever.
Those songs then.
What was the Verve Pipe?
Was it the Verve Pipe? Was the Villains the name of the album that it was on?
Oh, I've already clicked on it. The song.
That was so big. But that was coming off of that, like Nirvana, coming off of Nirvana and the grunge. And it made such a big change in the style of music because you think of that, and then Natalie Imbruglia was out right then, and
oh fuck it, you've heard this song.
See if punk really ever took advice.
Hit that chorus, bro. We don't care.
I cannot remember what made us think that
Who
we
is
were
this?
wise and we'd never.
They had one song.
compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen.
In the microphone, Lucas.
No, I got off the microphone for a reason.
You don't remember that?
No idea.
Right.
No
That
idea.
song was so big.
I would have missed that on trivia.
Yeah, I'll be down.
But anyway, it was like there was so much feeling trying to go into those songs. They just wanted to make you feel like shit for whatever reason right after that grunge scene come out.
Well, yeah, because you hit it like people that were into the early, or like, the 80s guys, when you have AC/DC
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Then AC/DC transitioned to the hair metal guys.
Yeah.
It was Def Leppard, Poison, Cherry or Warrant, not Cherry Pie. All these bands. So like that was like the fun time, right? Everybody was coked up and dressing like women.
Yeah.
And then you like that movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke says that Cobain pussy killed hair metal because then you had Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, 9 Inch Nails, all these bands out of Seattle that had that feel to it. Then it went straight from that to these, whatever the hell, the Verve Pipe, Natalie Imbruglia. Like everybody was so sad.
They were so damn sad for whatever reason.
But it wasn't like screaming Nirvana mad. They were just sad. They were gloomy.
They're just little down in the dumps today. Villains was the name of that album, by the way. I don't know why I remembered that, but the Verve was another band from that era.
There should never been anybody that close to the Verve Pipe or
Yeah.
the Verve. Neither one of them lasted.
Neither one of them. They both had one hit. Y'all remember this?
Yes, I do.
I do remember that.
That's the
Now,
Verve.
this I know right away. This is a little bit newer, ain't it?
It may be.
No, it's not newer.
It's got 500 million views on YouTube.
I think that was one of them that we actually went through the other night.
That's
You
fun.
would not believe some of the songs. Like we went country, old school rock, hip hop, some pop type stuff,
That's a fun game.
some rap. Like
I
it
like
was
to
really
partake.
almost dealer's choice. Like whoever sitting there, when it's your turn, you play 5 or 6 songs or 7 or 8 randomly off YouTube. First one to guess it wins.
The Verve may be a lot newer.
I'd like to partake in one of those games, James.
Well, if you'd ever come by, you get invited most of the time. Like, hey, we're going to have a little fire out in the yard
I'm
and
old.
have a few.
Depressed.
How old do you got to be? We go to bed at like 10:30.
I'm 3 months older than you. That's a lot. Dan Nguyen, who I don't know. Dan, glad to have you. I don't know who Dan. Dan, we don't have any mutual friends on Facebook. He says Briar's
Ice cream.
cream.
Yeah. Me and my brother literally talked about Briar's ice cream the other night.
Do
That
they
was
not
the
make
shit.
that anymore?
I don't know. I've not seen it in a long time.
It was coming out of a machine that how is it Vanetta? How's it pronounced?
Let me see it. You're talking about the
Vanilla?
logs, I'd say.
You gotta find Dan's name on the list there, about 8th one down or whatever.
Yeah, Viennetta. Yeah. Viennetta, yeah.
He had it coming out of the machine. Is that not what's like in a regular ice cream machine?
No, probably not. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
We don't have to look it up.
Yeah, Breyers was the shit, though. It came in a black box.
Kristen Heflin's got a big list here. 90s country and alternative grunge, which we just touched on.
Yeah.
A lot of my favorite things are coming back with 90s trends. I'm glad Furbies aren't catching on. Yeah, us too. I wish I could trust this day and age for my kids to be able to ride their bikes all over town.
Yeah, forget that.
Yeah, because you can't. You just can't do it. No shape or form.
Shouldn't pick up hitchhikers
either. Going to, or even county-wide. Now, this is, I don't know where in the hell she lives. We ever done this, but seeing town-wide games of hide and seek.
Town-wide games of hide and seek.
Now, we live in a small-ass town, and we never played town.
I've never done that.
I've never played hide and seek in more than for maybe those barns out there to this house.
We played hide and seek when we used to hit people with eggs. Then we'd hide.
Maybe that was the game.
when you hit people with eggs.
Right.
And by people, I mean cars. I mean, it's not
That's called hide and seek from the cops.
Yeah. I mean, they don't shut down school for it over here like they did in Salina. You know, Salina people are still living on it over there. I mean, like, people are getting ready now. Like, we're a month out. Salina's already.
Get your eggs so they can start getting bad.
Hey, I've made fun of this on this show 100 times. When you going to learn to quit driving through town on Halloween? Like, there's an alternate route other than East Lake. There's so many different routes in Salina you can take where you're not throwing eggs. Why in the hell?
We beat that to death. We beat the eggs and Salina to death.
Twice. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to run off the rest of the listeners.
All it's gonna do is just run the rest of our listeners off.
I love them.
Yeah. Go throwing eggs up.
I'm just saying. It's a thing. Going to the movies with a $20 bill and coming home with change. I'm glad bowl cuts, puka shell necklaces, and hair metal aren't resurfacing. Also pisses me off and grosses me out that crushed velvet has come back.
People wear crushed velvet.
I never know them too.
What is crushed velvet?
Well, I had to Google it. It's like suits.
Yeah, I would say it's
velvet,
mainly jumpsuits.
like velvet. Velvet. I mean, well, obviously it's velvet. Crushed velvet. Yeah, it won't hurt to Google it. I've never known anybody in my life to wear it. It looks comfortable as shit, though.
Oh, right there, crushed velvet blazer.
That's not a good example.
That's a pretty
That
good
is
example.
A wonderful example.
Yeah, you can't even get a good picture of it.
The ones I
They just
found,
don't look good.
Nah, she's right. But poke shell. Also, those need to go.
Those went out with Kenny Chesney, didn't
I believe so.
Is he out?
they?
Hey, James Austin says starter jackets.
Man, them were neat, weren't they?
I think they're making a comeback also.
Are they really?
I think they are because everything else is in the 90s.
What was that?
Champion
Champion
was the jerseys. That's what I've been selling on eBay is my champion jerseys.
So what was that used to be at Walmart that for whatever reason they sold that brand at Walmart and then somehow it made it into pop culture and now it's real expensive.
Oh, I don't know. It's not starter.
No, it's not starter. I was thinking it was Champ for some reason, Champion or whatever.
I mean, Champion's what used to make the jerseys with. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Brandon Howell also said what Matt Mayberry said. I missed the era when Tennessee football was relevant.
Yeah.
Paige Brazel says bowl cuts, big glasses, and windsuits.
Yeah.
Windsuits, everybody had the windsuits.
She may have had all those at some point.
Now, she posted a picture.
In all of that all
yeah,
at once.
Yeah, it was a neat picture. Bowl cut was impressive. That was the.
I think I had a bowl cut at some point.
I never had a bowl cut.
Oh, I had the hell out of one.
I don't think I ever did.
My little fat face and a mushroom tip head. Man, I had it.
Yeah, I never had one. I don't think I had like something similar, maybe, but not. I didn't commit to it 100%.
Oh, 100% I was in it. Shaved under the bottoms.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Had
think.
it.
Most time I just had the Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
I had the spike going on, not blonde.
My little nephew's got a little bit of a bowl cut right now.
Ugh.
You know.
Well, maybe come back. Michael Vest says parachute pants. Somewhere there's a picture of him in parachute pants with cowboy boots.
Oof. Oof.
Well, when you want,
90s rough.
when you want to be a background dancer and a cowboy at the same time, you know?
You got to do what you got to do.
Kendra Allen, Slim's wife, said acid wash jeans, which are coming back.
I would have them right now.
You would.
I would. I missed them. I never did really get in on this dark blue denim thing.
Your Jinko say otherwise.
That's true.
That you had. You and
Yeah.
Carlos Spivey. You had the market.
We had
Corner.
it cornered.
Fanny packs, mullets, and Aquanet. Now, the thing when you talk about these, James, you've probably seen it. All these girls that are wearing these mom jeans now, the high-waisted mom jeans.
My wife and I just talked about this.
Stop. Please. It does not look good.
Somebody tweeted today, which Kelly Kapowski, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, who I think is the most beautiful woman on the face of the planet. She wore them then. He's like, it didn't look good then. It don't look good now.
No,
Stop with the mom jeans.
It makes butts look weird.
Yeah.
It makes them look long as hell.
Yeah, like it's not.
They don't like
flattering.
it,
I
yeah.
like the low rise. Like if girls can go out trying to look good, wear
Put on some low rise. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
we're old as shit, and that's really our era. That's what it was in our era.
I don't care.
But
I
those
don't like
high-waisted things that just don't
They
look
look
good.
bad then. They look bad
Taylor-
now. I don't care how
Taylor
good the
Swift
girl
brought
looks,
that
how
shit
well
back, I
she's
believe.
built.
Yeah.
It does not.
That's exactly right. It
does not
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like how well that your body is shaped. Those look like shit. You know what else looks like? When they've got the high waist and the real tight long legs, like all the way down to the knees. I don't get that at all.
I've been to a few fairs this season. I've seen high waist and like open with the belly showing. Like, why?
I don't know. I don't like.
Some girls don't even be showing that belly.
Well, some of them ain't got a choice, really. You're gonna.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I was at the Titans game the other day, and there's a girl come up the steps. This is compared to what I like to see and what I don't like to see. This girl coming up and had the high waisted, and you can tell the girl probably had a good figure.
Yeah.
But I didn't look back.
No.
I didn't look. I'm telling myself here, but I mean everybody looks, but like I didn't look back because I'm thinking, God, those nasty high waisted, and it's gonna make her butt look like crap. But then a girl who was probably a little younger than us, but still probably fairly reasonable to our age, came up. And I saw the eagle on her butt on that tag, the American Eagle. She had regular cut-off shorts, did that butt every bit of justice. And that's what girls need to wear is regular cut-off blue jean shorts.
They don't have to be super short, but not the high waist.
Well,
the high waist
these
is
were-
gross.
Yeah.
Like,
These
it
were-
just doesn't.
I mean, I don't
These
want
were
to.
super short.
I don't want to see your whale tail or anything like that, but just
Yeah.
I don't.
And I'm not a big
Is
fan
whale
of the
tail-
ones that the
what's a
whole
whale
butt
tail?
cheeks hanging out. Like, that's too much.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't need
I
that.
mean, put
That's
your
too
ass
much
up.
Also.
Put your ass up. I don't want to see your ass out in public.
Is
But
it weird that I'm not mad about those? Or what? I mean, what's a whale tail? Is it
thong sticking out.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Or any panties, really.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad we're in agreement on that. I just
Yeah.
and I'm not a fan of the Hooters looks. Hooters when they wear their shorts up high like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a
No.
good look.
Yeah. Your shorts should have some legs on them, but they don't need to be all the way down to your kneecaps either. That's really weird. I've been seeing that a lot recently of girls with high waisted shorts that have real long legs in them, all the way down to their knees.
And you know what's so ironic about this whole last 5 minutes?
What?
Like we're fashion mavens. I've got the camo cargos on that never, like every man over 55's got these same camo cargos that I got on.
I'm wearing Dickies shorts right now.
The
I got at Walmart.
Then you never even should comment on this conversation. With
I'm sorry.
James has got.
I was out of my league there.
We're out of our wheelhouse essentially. And James has got on a Packers jersey
They won today.
Go
I don't know if
Pack.
I mentioned that or not.
Yeah, at least he's wearing blue jeans with his boots.
and some nice boots.
Yeah.
Times a grown man should never wear a football jersey anytime he's not at a football game.
Anytime they play, I'm gonna be wearing one.
That's accurate. I see you on Sundays. Taylor Russell says, "I love the '80s and '90s fashion, which is making the comeback, which we've covered enough." But she says the snacks is what I miss the most. Those little 3D Doritos were my jam.
3D Doritos. What was that?
I've never had them. I know what they are. James, you ever had the 3D Doritos?
3D.
Oh, yes, I have.
Man,
What is it?
It's just a Dorito, basically with a bubble inside of it.
Oh, just like kind of blew
Yeah,
up.
it's like two Doritos.
Oh, yeah,
It's like a bugle. It's
yeah, like a bugle.
It's a Dorito bugle.
That's closed up on the end.
Just call me old fashioned, but I'll take the Cool Ranch that ruins your breath for a week.
I'll eat them up. I don't know if I ever had a 3D Dorito.
No, it must have been a little past our.
Yeah.
I don't know. My wife, if those were new, my wife would buy them. She came home the other day with some bacon jalapeno wrap poppers,
Oof.
Lay's chips.
Oof.
She goes, I just wanted to see what they taste like. I went, without even putting those in your mouth, you know what those
Trash.
taste like.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat 7 of them, and that's
And
it.
you're going to throw that shit away.
Amy O'Neill says, so glad never came back. Slouch socks should have never came back. Bodysuits,
What was that thing you said right there?
slouch socks.
Is that the where they're real long, but you crumple them all up at the top of your shoe?
Maybe that, or you just stockpile socks. Like you got like 3 pairs of socks on top of each other.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
I feel like none of us probably ever had that going on.
I don't even know what that.
I love the women interaction on this though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women.
Slouch socks right there. Yeah, that's where you bunch them up or something right there. Or like you say, you got 3 or 4 pair on.
I thought those were called tube socks, at least in men.
I think of like Flashdance when I see them or something. What's that other movie? Footloose.
Dirty Dancing.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Any movie that had dancing in the 80s. She said bodysuits were never comfortable. I'm glad they came back. Overall shorts. She said that her and April had those shorts on, overall shorts, when they were in their senior picture. She said, I must have missed the note she had, but like, because remember like when they were a thing, I remember Clint had a pair of those overall shorts.
I had a pair of those.
James, you ever have a pair of overall shorts?
Not that I know of.
I don't think I ever had any overall shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, when we was little, we had them.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That was the thing. Like I remember people had those, and they'd undo the one strap.
One strap over, yeah.
It was a thing.
Where's your gallus
90s,
at?
The 90s.
Hanging out the back. It's catching on shit walking down the hallways. What it's doing. Doing its own thing.
So what's some of y'all's? Now we've got through the list. What's some things that
you know
we can go back and forth?
Looking through rose-colored glasses. We're about done, James. We ain't got much more. She'll be all right.
Oh, you're sober and it's 7:30. We got to call Mackie. You can't miss Mackie's phone call.
Looking back through rose-colored glasses at the cartoons we used to watch. Did y'all watch the Ninja Turtles back in the 80s?
Yes, that's on my list.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, yeah, let's get
Am I the only
dangerous.
person that never watched
DuckTales was the shit. Me and James watched the same shit. Tailspin? Give me that.
Love those.
Bam.
2:30 in the evening they came on.
You know,
Fox.
looking back at it, that was the best stuff ever, right? I tried to show Camden some of those the other night on YouTube.
He didn't give a crap.
Couldn't have cared less about that.
I know
Trust
it.
me, I do it all the time.
They just don't hold up. Well, it's the animation now. The animation's too damn good. You can watch these stupid little cartoons that they make for $16 that they put on Amazon Prime for free, and the animation on that's so much better than what the Turtles were in '87.
Yeah, I mean it's just whatever you grow up on. But
Yeah, I shouldn't have went back and watched them.
It does ruin your
It
view
really
of how
does.
good they were.
Yeah. Those Turtles movies
Absolutely.
too. I
tried to watch it today. It's bad.
Yeah, I shouldn't ever try to watch them again.
But I'll always love it.
I will too, and I just had to block out me looking at them and just block that out of my memory so that I don't remember that.
But those are going the same. Like waking up on Saturday morning, and actually having Ninja Turtles, having Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe. Like those cartoons were.
Remember Captain Planet? I know you do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's our hero.
Yeah. He's going to take pollution down to 0.
Yeah. We didn't hit it like we did it last time. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Going to take pollution down to 0.
Keep going.
I can't. That's why I didn't.
I
That's
can't.
why
He's our powers magnified,
it is.
but he's fighting on the planet side.
Fuck yeah, he is.
You damn right.
Captain Planet. He's always underrated. Like, why didn't he get the love? Because he wasn't a DC or Marvel character.
Uh-huh.
But every day, every Saturday before WCW Saturday Night come on, Captain Planet.
American Rabbit. Do you remember American Rabbit, the movie?
No.
No.
You remember American
No.
Rabbit? Never mind.
Nope. But then at the same time, like TGIF, like when you used to have like the Full House. I mean, of course, when you're little, you watch Full House or whatever. But like even Saved by the Bell,
Family Matters.
Family Matters, Full
so good.
Fresh Prince. I love to watch Family Matters. You don't catch it on rerun
Boy
like you
Meets
do.
World.
Yeah, Boy Meets World.
Step by Step.
Step by Step. We had a 90s TV show bracket you should have been here for. That could be one you go back and listen to.
I said
1986, The Adventures of American Rabbit. Man, that was a good movie.
no idea.
I feel like you're wrong on this one.
I see that. I still don't recognize anything
No,
about
I
it.
don't know anything about it.
All right.
Okay.
Mackie, anything Dustin says to you is all his idea. I'm
Alright.
out.
You leaving, buddy?
Yeah.
Gotta go.
All right.
Peace out, James Hatcher.
See you. Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
See you next weekend.
Right around the wall there when you go out the door on the left.
Another thing, CDs. it's kind of I love having them digital. I
Yeah.
love the easiness of just getting them on my phone, but I kind of miss going to the store when a CD, when somebody,
I miss flipping randomly through
a book.
CDs. Well, a book too, but I mean, like going to a store and there being all those CDs, and you having one that you're looking for, but flipping through the rest of them, trying to find it. You always find something that I'm gonna try this out, see what this is. I found some really good music just by flipping through.
We had a friend that used to flip through CDs also, and
he'd flip through them and find some ones he really liked.
And one day he flipped just one too many times, and never flipped again.
Yeah.
Best I know, but yeah, I do. I miss going and be like, when we were younger, it was like, hey, so and so's got a CD coming down. Your mama taking you to Sam or On Cue at the time. Was it On Cue in
Sam
Cookville?
Ash?
No, On Cue in Cookville. When it used to be
Maybe it was. Yeah.
Media. Yes, it was On Cue. Then it turned into Sam Goody.
Yeah. Okay. Sam Ash is the big music store.
Big one.
Yeah.
So here's one that you won't care about, but some of my sports heads will. The NBA on NBC theme. And that's when
I don't remember it.
The whole time that I've ever watched
NBA
growing up, it was on NBC.
After
the 2002 season, which was Lakers' last championship, the three-peat, they went to ABC. They've been on ABC ever since. But it would be like, just click on that 95.
Which one?
Definitely hit that Orlando Magic.
This one?
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's my guys.
The
hell
no
out of
longer
here.
available. NBC said, get off of here. Let me just click on the theme song.
Well, click on the Bulls.
Round Ball Rock was the name of it.
Bulls versus Magic.
See if it'll let us play.
Your turn.
Michael Jordan, his very image.
Is this it?
Even transcend the game he plays so brilliantly. 3 times he has savored the champion's moment of glory. Last year he sought yet another, but his quest ended abruptly. His hope snatched away, leaving him to ponder the almost forgotten.
Is that Anthony Hardaway just took the ball away there?
Nick Anderson.
This victory would belong to one star shines as brightly as Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, and the Orlando Magic powered their way through Jordan's Bulls. It would celebrate their march to the NBA Finals. This season, O'Neal has continued his dominant play as the Magic are once again among the league's best. Shaq seeks to return to the finals, still hungry for his first title, his first taste of glory. But Jordan has been even more spectacular, dazzling opponents and leading the Bulls to wins at a record-breaking pace.
So it's just like as this video talks behind it, it's just as you come up, they just give the whole, like Marv Albert was there on the call. So it just gives you pumped. I'm like, now, I'm sure they still do pregame introductions, but that was like, today on the NBA on NBC.
That's just too much now, though.
It is, but back then, man, it was so great.
You don't have big, long introductions like that to even television shows anymore. Remember, like Roseanne? If you sit down and watch Roseanne, how long that introduction was? Now it comes on and it plays all the credits over the top of the.
Well, maybe I just
no introductions to anything anymore.
That was literally a 5-minute intro. Well, that was, and it was about a 2-minute because they were talking about on the court. But that was Marv Albert who was calling the game, saying Michael Jordan just comes back and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And Shaquille O'Neal, the dominant
big man,
gives you the whole layout and just the theme. We never did hear the actual theme, but it's all basically it's just that music and it says. Today, the NBA on NBC. I don't, man, I miss it.
It's a big John Tesh orchestra thing.
One of the things I've discovered.
Is that it right
That's
there?
it. I never knew it was John Tesh. Today's matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Orlando Magic. Oh, I just freaking love it. Sports Center from the 90s also. Just how it was so simplified. Every morning before school, I'd get up and eat me a bowl of cereal and watch
a little Sports
Center. And it wasn't, I know things are different, but they wouldn't Antonio Brown on and 5 different reporters having different angles in it. It was just like, last night, here's the Rockets and the Spurs.
Right.
Here's the highlights. And the anchors were so funny, and they didn't have like 45 anchors. They had the 10.
Right.
Or whatever. I missed it. What about you?
that. What's your next one?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember anything about sports.
I'll tell you something weird that's coming back. Like the dudes now, like you see college players wearing short shorts. I know we've talked about that some. Even kids now, like I seen a kid at a football game the other night. He had like 5 years ago you'd make fun of, but it was like short shorts with and the kids, especially high school kids, are wearing like tube socks, like crew socks, maybe not tube, but crew, like quarter way up their leg. They're wearing like white, dorky ass tennis shoes, like white tennis shoes.
I've seen a lot of white tennis shoes recently. Also, all of the shorts that are in all of my basketball shorts or workout shorts or whatever, you can tell when I stopped buying shorts because if you don't really wear those shorts out, you just
wear them around the house.
Wear them around the house. You're not really going out and working in them, so you don't really bust them up. So there's no reason to ever throw them away. All of my shorts come way down past my knee.
Oh yeah,
that's 90s and early 2000s, all over the place. And I didn't know anything about it. I didn't think anything about it, but I was working out at the gym back a few years ago, and I dropped my shorts on the way in, and I had to go back out and look for them. Well, the guy who owned the place met me coming in with them, and he handed them to me on the way in. And there was, 50 people there. I don't know how. He was walking straight to me to hand them to me.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, thanks. I said, how'd you know those were mine? He said, you're the only person I've ever seen come in here that wears these long-ass shorts like from 1995. I said, oof. I didn't know my fashion style was so bad that the 50-year-old man knew my fashion style was out.
Well, dude, that's a thing. 'Cause I was at the gym the other morning, and dudes were in there with shorts on.
Yeah. Show them thighs off. You got them. Show them.
The Crocs are a thing again. Like kids, Waylon's their age of wearing Crocs. We've touched that before. I saw a girl at the high school game the other night when I was announcing had Fila's on. White Fila's.
Really?
Really? White Fila's. So,
didn't even know that was still a company.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't either. I bought a...
They hung in there and come back around.
Yeah. They made it through the storm.
Yeah.
That one day somebody gave me a Dunham's gift card. I went in there and had me some nice Under Armour stuff. And they're like, oh, actually, we don't apply to Under Armour. I'm like, okay, well, I saw some Nike stuff. I like, yeah, don't really apply for Under Armour. I was like, you got any Fila stuff I can use it on?
Yeah, what do we got here? And, how are they going to have a sale on stuff and then not have a sale on anything?
Yeah. I'll tell you a thing from the 90s.
For that.
I'll tell you a thing from the 90s. We just have touch it quick. Me and my cousin Brianna used to make fun of it all the time, but my mom, her mom, and all the sisters, all the Spivey women, it was definitely their thing. If they took a picture, if they were in a Olin Mills photography and they had red shirts on, you'd best damn well believe they had red socks to go with it with their white kids. That's just a thing that I thought about when we was making this list. Of course, we definitely got to talk about this, but you grew up in this era also where you liked it. The wrestling, this is why I've become, other than me being 35, the way I'm so removed from it now is when we grew up originally in the 90s, when a wrestling show come on, before Raw and all that stuff, it was like, wrestling, whatever, I forget what the show was on Monday night, primetime wrestling. There was like one hour show a week.
Right.
Then you'd have a pay-per-view every 3 months. You had Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. In 93, they added the King of the Ring in. Stuff meant more.
Right.
You're only seeing it once a week. They're slow building for a match every 3 months. Now you've got Raw on Monday night for 3 hours. They've got SmackDown on whatever night, Tuesday night for 2 hours. They've got NXT that's debuted. It's going to go from 1 hour to 2 hours. This AEW is coming out. It's going to be an hour, 2 hour show. They've got specials all the time. They've got like sometimes they'll have a pay-per-view, then they'll be advertising the next one for 3 weeks later.
Oof.
There's like 16 pay-per-views a year or something.
That's too much.
It's overkill.
That's why the UFC's kind of in the bind where they're at, because there's just too damn many pay-per-views.
It's too much.
It's too many, yeah.
But
it used to be special whenever you got to watch it. If you got to watch 12 a year.
I feel like somebody's tweeting about a UFC show
all the
time
time.
Turn around.
All the time.
But when we were 13, 14, it was
you got to make that $4 billion nut back, though.
Yeah. But it was a special time when we were teenagers because Monday Night Raw was the big deal. And then 95, they debuted Nitro, and it started what was called the Monday Night Wars. And you remember how exciting it was as a kid to be watching Raw, then you'd flip over to Nitro, and it's like you couldn't miss.
Right.
It was every Monday night from 7 to 10 or 8 to 10, whatever it was. You'd flip back and forth. Oh, I'm watching NWO over here, and you flip it back. Well, I can't miss Stone Cold. That was a time to be alive in the wrestling fandom.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, there's 18 hours a week of it. I'll pass. I'm not watching any.
I'm not watching any of it, and that's what happens is you don't just watch a little bit of it. Then you don't watch any of it. You can't because you don't know where it's at because it's the same thing. They're still building. They're still, it's still last week means about this week, but you just can't watch it.
What about little? And you'll relate to this because of the sawmill, but the little man stores. I miss going to. And we made a great point, and I think it was James that actually said it. I wish he was here to back it up. But when you go around looking for sponsors, you don't. I'm not gonna because when I was talking about buying that lumber,
right?
He said you definitely should call the guys in Gainesboro and Salina. He said, think about it. When you go looking for sponsors or you go looking for anything donations, you're not going to Lowe's,
right?
That's for donations. You're going to Clay County, lumber. Of course, when your family had everything in Humber Springs there.
Yeah, you went to the little man store, and the little man, there used to be this man. This isn't a store, but there was this little old man that you reminded me of. He used to come around in his car, and he had a trunk full of stuff that he would sell. He was in his 80s. I don't remember his name. I can remember what he looked like. Just a little bitty old slumped over man, and you go out there, and he'd open his trunk, and he'd have 25 knives. He'd have a cork board. You remember those punch boards you used to do?
Sure
He'd
was.
have those punch boards that you could buy things on. He'd have knickknacks and paddywhacks and all kinds of shit just laying all over his trunk. And you go out there and you might spend $3 or $4, and then he'd drive on to the next damn store. But he'd stop down at the feed mill because there'd be, 25 people standing there, and then they'd go outside, rummage through his damn trunk, and then he'd make $6 and go on, and that.
Wow. Now, I don't remember anything like that. I've heard of stuff like that. But my dad had the store, like I said, what he's living in. And that's why I have such a soft spot for him. He run that store from the time I was a baby till I was 11. You always hear the old man talking in the mornings. Yeah. Same guys that come for lunch and the same guys that come in the evening don't want to go home with their families. Right. They'd sit around Rick's store, punch board. Daddy had a check-in station out there for deer.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, he's got him one. You go out there and look at the deer and see how much it
get
weighs.
a picture of it.
Oh, man.
Measure it.
Polaroid cameras.
Stick it up.
And it was just so cool. I just have
You're exactly right. When you go looking for sponsors for these little things, you don't run out to Lowe's and try to get a big sponsorship.
It's just, I guess it's another thing of...
Support your local gunfighter, buddy. You got you got to go after it.
Well, when you go to these big cities and they don't realize what kind of... that's why when we give such a hard time to our hometown stuff, but it's just awesome to grow up down here in such a small environment and community, and
I'll tell you, as being a business owner at one point, you give. It's no little thing to give to all those places. Somebody comes in, you get one or two people coming in. You want to give them something, so you give them $100, $200, $300, whatever you can. Some people want $500. You give all you can when you go to these things, and that's no small thing because that all hits all at once. So these small businesses, if you're going in and hitting them up, you need to go back and try to give them a little bit of business here and there.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's the thing. If they're going to give to you, you need to
work with them. Yeah. You want them to be there later on. You need to give back to them.
I'll always think about them about that little store though.
Yeah.
It was Starwood Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Starwood Amphitheater was my first ever concert. It's a shame they tore that place down to let it just rot away, basically.
Those one of the things it's probably good it is gone. The more strict safety rules on things now, like being able to leave dangerous stuff out. We used to have this stuff that was corn that you could go plant. It had this pink coating on it. That's just what it was in the 80s. They called it poison corn. I don't know what it actually was. I don't remember anything about it other than the fact that I ate a piece of it whenever I was a little kid. And everybody was worried to death. And Lucas got a trip to the hospital to have his stomach pumped. But not being able to have that stuff just sitting out anymore is probably a good thing. But I miss the times when you could just walk up and eat a piece of poison corn, though.
That one hit.
Yeah.
For some reason. I never had any poisons corn. I put some poisons in my body, but it wasn't corn. And I'm good.
Yeah, well, you probably have some.
Free time. I miss free time. That's what I miss, free time.
It's this thing right here. That's got rid of all of it. That's got rid of all your free time.
Because we take it to the.
Yeah, we got rid of our own free time by.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
He's motioned to his cell phone.
Yeah.
I remember used to, when I had a VCR player,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
sit around and watch those ball games all
Yeah.
the time.
Well, it was too hard to do stuff then. So you had to make, if you got like 6 things you want to do, watch on a VCR,
Yeah.
think how long it would take to get to those 6 things on a VCR. You're not going to put in that kind of time unless you got a lot of time. I can watch 6 things while I'm thinking about 6 other things on this stupid phone, you know.
It's pretty funny because Matt Mayberry the other day, and we're going to talk about this concert in a second. Matt Mayberry asked if he was still part of the concert or whatever, and I said, yeah. And he said, I said, sorry, I just hadn't had a chance to do anything. He's like, dude, you got 3 kids, three kids, a podcast, and you book these shows.
And a full-time job.
And then he said, and I forgot about the full-time job. And I was like, yeah, and I also help coach basketball, announce middle school games, and announce high school games.
Yeah. We do it to ourselves.
Time's not, tell somebody no.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the hell out of everything I do. Everything I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy practicing having kids.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I enjoy my real job. I love the hell out of calling kids for ball games for those kids, and I love you.
I love you too. I told you that. I told you that on Thursday.
So, and I love doing those shows. So
we had a moment down at the
Dairy Burger.
Dairy Burger on Thursday. You told me people that we're in public right now. You need to stop.
Yeah, Lucas was touching my arm and doing weird stuff. I was just standing outside his
Rubbed your
truck.
beard at one point.
I was like, dude, we're at the Dairy Burger parking lot. What are you
stop?
doing? He's like, I don't care what people think.
I don't give a damn what these people think.
So I guess
He said I do, and he left.
That's a good. I like doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think our listeners enjoy doing stuff like that. It obviously gets everybody engaged.
Yeah, it's good.
So appreciate everybody's feedback from that. That always very appreciative of that. But
Good job, everybody. Well, if we're going to call Mackie, we need to get on it because we're an hour and a half in right now.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's really surprising. Let's talk about our concert before we call him. We
Talk
can
about it real quick.
Well,
no, we're an hour and 41 minutes in.
I was thinking that we didn't have.
So,
Well, not that 11 minutes is a big deal. But anyway, so guys need to check out Rye Davis. I'll say this. When my boy Clint Fraley talks, I listen. I was on vacation this
if
year.
anybody knows music,
Yeah.
Clint Fraley.
And Clint's pretty critical of other musicians. So I'm sitting on the beach, and Clint calls and he goes, dude, I just left up here at Sulphur Creek. Like, you need to listening to Rye Davis. He's like, he's playing Childers, he's playing Sturgill. His originals are even stuff that we like. You need to get him for one of your shows. And I just made it a deal where I didn't want to really do much during the summertime because it's a bad time to book.
Right.
So as time went on, Jace told me about him. Jace likes him.
Mhm.
Billy likes him. I was like, well, if you can get the Fraleys to buy tickets, they're coming 20 deep to everything they go
Right.
to. So, but then I bought his album, but I never listened to it.
Right.
And then Billy was like, have you booked Rye yet? And I said, no. And I said, give me his number because Billy's best friends with his first cousin.
Right.
So he got me. I started listening to some songs, and I texted him probably 2 months ago. Then I Instagram messaged him the other day. He's like, crap, I thought I got back to you on that. He's like, man, let's do it. He's like, here's my wife's number. Set everything up with her. So I talked to her, got him coming. And Jace is like, well, now that you got an opener, or you need an opener.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I had another guy in mind who I'd been talking to some. And he's like, no. And then there's another Fraley favorite. He said, no, I want Mike DeMeza. I was like, well, Mike's a friend of mine. I can call him. So one text, and he's like, yep, you got it.
Bam.
So, yeah, so it's November 2nd. Jackson County Fairgrounds building is always 6:30 to whenever. Matt Mayberry opened the show like he did last time for Jason Eady. And then you'll have Mike DeMeza coming down from Nashville, Gallatin area, whatever. And then Rye Davis, he's a guy to Kentucky. He's got an album on iTunes from 2018 called A Story to Tell. Songs I would suggest you listen to is They All Know My Name, Blue Jeans, and She'd Know. They All Know My Name is talking about the pressures of making it, basically. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know his name right now. They all know my name.
Right.
She'd Know, which is a cheating song about
That he wrote with
his wife.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, we wrote this song, we got together. She don't know what that tells you. It's a great, actually just released the video this week. And then he's got one, Blue Jeans, which talks about how his mom found out about all of his bad habits by
washing his blue jeans.
all the stuff that she found in his blue jeans.
Uh-huh.
So, great stuff. He was on, and I apologize to Rye for this, apologize to you guys, but I'm terrible with those reality shows,
Right.
but he was on one ABC version with Brad Paisley on it. It's slipping my. Lucas is googling it right here.
The worst rising star.
Rising Star. It had Brad Paisley, and I think Ludacris was on it. So he done When You Say Nothing at All. That was a few years ago, it looks like. 4 years ago, or 5 years ago. But man, he's got a great voice. And so here's the deal. JB's Barbecue coming back for this again. I talked to them and how they're doing it this year. We're doing pre-order on food. A lot of people bought tickets last time. Didn't, it's just hard to figure out how much food they need to cook.
Right.
So what we're doing this time, if you want a ticket, it's $20. If you want a ticket plus a meal, it's $32. That's what you're paying. That's what you were paying before.
Right.
Actually, this show's $2 less than the last one with Jason and Courtney. But so that all that is letting Barry Jeanette know how much food to cook.
Right.
You're not paying any more than you were paying last time. Yes, it sounds like more off the bat when you're paying $32, but you're getting.
But if you were coming and eating, that's what you paid anyway.
Exactly. So the pros and cons of this: a pro is you're getting to see a really talented group of musicians for $20, not far from home. You know the deal. Everything else included, and you're getting your meal. And it's close to home. What's the cons? There aren't any. Come out November 2nd.
There's none.
Message me for tickets as always.
JB's Barbecue is the best barbecue in the land.
We ain't kidding when we say that. So hope to see everybody out there. I think this is going to be a really cool one. I know it's going to be hard to top Jason and Courtney, but
yeah.
I got a text message this week on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And from a guy named Jason Eady.
Yeah, what'd he say?
And he said, hey, man, I missed you the last time you reached out to me. It's been a hectic time. Just want to get back with you. And we exchanged text messages for a little while. And there might be a part 2 coming up here.
Yeah.
2020.
I think they had a pretty good time, too.
Yep. And actually, our friend Don Asbury was just up in his hometown of Bristol.
Uh-huh.
And Jason and Courtney played a set there. And he said that Courtney come up and said, hey, Doc. Remembered him right off the bat.
Right off the bat, yeah.
And Jason was talking about how good of a time they had last time. So, me and Jason had a really, really interesting conversation on the ride back to Cookeville that night. Something we both are very
embarrassed
excited
about. Oh, sorry.
very excited about doing for you guys. So stay tuned. Till then, November 2nd. Hope to see you guys out. And if this explodes our eardrums for Mackie,
It's not going to because it's not hooked up right now. You need to give me a little bit more heads up than that.
Sorry. He's going to call back.
Okay.
But yeah, Lucas, I hope it's
time to.
I'm excited. Everybody's like, when's the next show? When's the next One Lane Road podcast show? And this is it. But it sucks to plan anything during the summer. Is it ready now?
Yeah, it's ready now. Let's go ahead and.
He's calling back. I told you would. What's up, buddy?
What you say?
Can you hear us, buddy?
What you say? What you say?
Hey.
Yeah, he's messing with us. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Taking a peek.
You're on the show, buddy.
What y'all doing?
Well, we're just talking about you.
Oh, Lucas.
Yeah. What are you doing, big dog?
I'm taking a peek.
What do you got in your hand?
My dick. Is that bad?
No.
Better
That's
your
what I would expect, as long as it's yours, not somebody
Yeah.
I'm
else's.
going to cut that out. I'm going to cut that out.
better yours than somebody else's, like Lucas said.
Yeah. Hey,
That's fucking true.
mate, make sure you're talking into your phone there, little buddy. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, I'm not at Woolies, dude. I'm not at Woolies.
Oh, switching up for the night. You're at Bar at the Green.
You've been somewhere for a little while.
We're at Hogan's. We're at Hogan's, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You've been somewhere for a minute.
Hey, we're stepping over a game, dude. We're at Hogan's.
wow, you hadn't made it. You're across the road. You think people are looking out?
Hey, listen. Goose said be home before 3:00. I said fair enough.
Not asking a lot.
I'm gonna say then you started off pretty early. Then if you got 6 hours,
I mean, I
you got
I'm like at 3:00 today.
yeah.
Man,
In 12 hours, you got to be able to get home. I mean,
listen, dude, I had some Mexicans come today and took it a wash and dryer.
yeah.
And Goose said, after they get that washing dryer, you can fucking go, dude. I'm like, fucking fair enough, dude.
Fair enough,
Go ahead.
dude.
Do y'all, y'all call each other dude a lot like that?
Hey, I'm gonna step aside for a second, Zach.
Yeah, Zach. He's going outside for a second.
Tell Slater and
I'm
Screech
still
will be right back.
Who the fuck's talking shit?
Dustin here.
Yeah, Lucas is this one.
Lucas.
Hey, buddy.
He's still surprised
Guess
you're a
what?
part of the
I'm
Lucas
saying- I was
DK
like-
show.
Still here, man.
Shut up, Dustin. Shut up, Dustin. Lucas,
Yeah.
guess what?
Tell me, buddy.
I got engaged last weekend.
Congratulations. We'd heard some chirpings about that here just a few minutes ago. So do you feel like a changed man now that you're engaged?
Answer it.
I made it official around that we got engaged last weekend.
Very good.
She put a ring on it.
Me and you. I did put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And this weekend,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
she got a new washer and dryer. She got a new couch and a new king size bed.
Oof.
Damn,
Mackie's
Gina.
done for a while.
Yeah.
Mackie's done for a while.
You're domesticated as hell now.
Yeah.
Dude,
She got
there's
a.
no wedding gifts now, right?
You're-
No, you're
There's no
done.
wedding gifts now.
You're
You're so
already done.
Dude.
You're so domesticated, you're day drinking for 12 hours at Hooligans a week later.
God damn, dude. I fucking hate my life right now, dude.
He don't mean you, Goose. That
Yeah.
means the other part.
You're on air. And
Goose
you're,
loves me, dude. Goose loves me, and she trusts me.
Yeah.
That's why I can day drink, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you went out slinging some cash at Ruth's Chris after you got engaged too.
What?
I said I heard you went slinging some cash at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse too after you got engaged.
Dude, is that bad?
No, sling it out there.
It's a good meal, right?
I don't know. I've never ate there, but I hear it's pretty
You've
good.
never been.
I've never been to
I
one.
will tell you what.
I've had a cheddar steak before.
I did. I had a
Lucas,
Longhorns one time.
Lucas,
Yeah,
Lucas,
yeah,
not Dustin.
yeah,
Lucas, I
yeah.
will take you and Kara to Ruth's Chris.
No, you ain't got to do that. But I mean, I like to hear about it.
No. Listen, dude. You and Karen Camden, me and Marie and Taylor, and Dustin and the Brady Bunch, I will take the Ruth's Chris one night.
Jeremy's mean.
And
Yeah.
hey. And I'll buy the whole fucking tab, dude.
Man.
Fair enough?
Fair enough, buddy.
Fair enough. No, I'm serious about that, dude.
We'll replay this when you're not 4 hours deep one time. See if you remember that.
Well,
I'm good. I'll be right now, dude.
All right.
I got you.
All right.
hey, so what was Goose's reaction? You did
Did you get down on one knee? What'd you do?
She obviously did the fucking female to put her hand over her mouth, dude. Like, she's never had her hand over her mouth before. Like, really?
so walk me through it. Like, did you get some random cat and be like, hey, bro, I'm about to propose here. Here's my cell phone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a female. I was like, hey, can you get a picture? And I was like, listen, do not stop taking pictures. I'm about to give her a ring. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to give her a ring. So she took the picture, and we fucking took a picture, and I got down on one knee. I was like, hey, Goose. I didn't say Maria. I'm like, hey, Goose. I'm fucking shaking like a fucking kid in preschool. Because I've never done that shit before, dude. Like,
It's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
huh?
It's nerve-wracking. I mean,
Dude,
you've been with them
listen,
forever.
I
You
was
know them.
fucking- I was nervous as a fucking. I can't say it, dude, but
Yeah.
I was nervous as shit, dude. You know?
Uh-huh.
But she said yes, and then we fucking got hammered drunk like we always do.
Yeah. That's a Lifetime Hallmark movie right there, buddy.
Taylor Swift
Oh,
couldn't have wrote a better song.
Like, I mean, she couldn't have done it.
I think she could have.
Well, congratulations,
It's
buddy.
not a breakup song. It's not a breakup song. Dude.
She couldn't have done it.
I'm like, really? She could have done it, dude. Come on, Dustin. Dustin knows shit.
He don't know shit, does he?
I know today.
Dustin's a piece of shit right now, dude. He's been missing me since like 9:30 this morning. Are you coming up?
You know what? You know why I said that? Because
I'm not coming up. I'm not coming up, dude. Listen, it's an hour drive up there. I won't get drunk. You're more than welcome to come down here and get drunk. It's the same amount of ride, dude. Listen,
He's
it's the same. You and Hatcher.
He's drinking a
both.
Fruit Punch Body Armor super drink right now.
And both kiss my ass.
Actually, what happened was you didn't text me. You texted Hatcher and said, come up. So then I got butthurt. I was like, why didn't you text me? I'm going to see what he's doing.
Yeah, because they texted me like 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey, why don't you ever text me and tell me to come down there? I'm like, really? Because you never come down here.
Who said that?
James Hatcher.
Oh. Makes much more sense for you to come to us.
Oh, that way I can drive back home drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's fine, dude.
Just kidding,
So
bud.
y'all can give 2 fucks about me, right?
Hey, I've got a couch down here, buddy. You can sleep it off.
I've offered you my house every time you've been there, right or wrong.
You can have the free run of the basement.
No, you're exactly right, Dustin. You're exactly right. But listen, here's the thing.
Free run of the basement. Anytime you want it.
It's just easy for y'all to come down here and hang out with me. Yeah, I can come up there with y'all. Next Sunday, the 29th, I will be there for the podcast.
All right.
Live in studio.
Bam.
Woo! Woo!
Live in studio.
Bam.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay.
We got a chair waiting on you, buddy.
Listen. I got some buddies that want to hang out with me, take some James shit. Some Irish whiskey.
Some what?
Irish whiskey.
Yeah, and Goose set me home before 2 a.m.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
There's the deal, right?
Hell yeah,
There's the deal.
dude. That's fair enough.
Love y'all.
Love you, buddy.
Bye.
See y'all.
See you, bud. So
he's not going home by 3 a.m.
There's no chance in hell that Mackie makes it home at 3 o'clock.
He'll be home.
He'll either be home at what time is it right now?
8:06.
He'll either be home at 8:07 or 8:07 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, not looking good.
He'll either go to work tomorrow morning from where he's at right now or not at all.
Well, the thing is, we're trying to give him an alternate option. We're hanging out. Like I tell him all the time, you ain't got to go out there all the time.
Yeah.
Do something different. Come down to the house. Yeah, it's a long way, but you can stay.
Yeah. This whole thing right here could be yours for all night long.
I'm like, hey, man, when I get visitors, I'm like, hey, where you going? We got Hot Pockets. Stay. Eat supper.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We got a whole freezer full of shit upstairs.
Come on, man. So we just, hey, we live in BFE. We're just happy to see people.
Yeah, you can take your clothes off and lay on the couch and sleep down here. Nobody's ever going to walk in and see you.
No, never, ever. Probably forget you down here.
You may be down here till next Sunday, and I wouldn't know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's Jeremy Mackie in all his glory tonight. And,
little rough around the edges tonight, folks. So,
it's a true
congratulations to Mackie, though.
Congratulations to Goose.
Well, congratulations to Mackie, and good on you, Goose. Good on you.
Yep.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Anything else you got tonight?
I don't have shit else. 2 hours in, I don't have anything.
That's
enough.
That's plenty.
It's more than enough. All right, everybody. We love you.